Alright, so we've got box and stuff to look at, don't we? How are we all doing today, chat? Bit of a weird time of day to be streaming, I know. But for some reason they decided to release the box announcement now, so that's when we're doing it. I should probably get the cards on the screen, shouldn't I? Haven't even opened the damn website yet. Hair's all wet because only just had a fucking shower. Got just done recording my next story video. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Defek. Pen deck. Let's just pretend there aren't pendulums in this box, alright? Because I'll make the box review go a whole lot quicker. So there's actually quite a lot of pen cards in here, isn't there? Oh god, not a pendulum box. Oh no. Thank god there's actually other stuff in here that isn't pendulum though. I was worried they were going to do like a pure pendulum box, and I was worried. A little bit worried. 11 hours late. JK lol. Yeah, I wanted to wait for there's still leaks come for what, Marco? What's left? In the box leaked? What else is to come? Skills? I guess the skill leaks, right? Well, I'm sure by the time... who cares about the skill leaks? We'll see them later. Bundles? Oh, bundle leaks. Well, hopefully by the time I finish this... Actually, that's not even going to happen, because by the time I finish the stream, the box leaks won't be done till the maintenance is done. The maintenance isn't done till like super late, right? So... doing it without the bundle leaks. So hasn't Brad already leaked those? Or did he leak only box stuff? What'd he leak? Did he leak bundles? Yeah, he's only box as well, Brad. Come on, man. What use are you, buddy? Come on. So to give us stuff we don't know. Come on, man. Marth 100% going to be a bundle card? I mean, without Marth, I don't know if Exosister even function as a deck, really. It's kind of a house without it, so... Considering we didn't get a leaked skill for them, I might need it. They might need... When's the second wave exit? We haven't got the first wave yet, okay? Let's worry about the first wave before the second wave, okay? One thing at a time, buddy. One thing at a time. I suppose I'm looking at the website without it on screen yet. There it is. Beyond the Pendulum is SR. I'm sure that card is fantastic, and I'm sure I'm definitely going to care about it during this review. Dude, if they ruin the World's meta by making Pendulum a meta deck, I swear. World's meta was looking like it was going to be Giga this year. If they ruin it by making Pendulum the top deck, I'm going to be very depressed. Because it was looking like a very nice meta until then. Alright, so I guess we get started, shall we? We don't know what the bundles are yet, I'm afraid. Bundles are not leaked or even announced yet. For some reason they've announced the cards, but they haven't announced the bundles, so maybe I should have waited to do this stream once the bundles were announced, but what can you do? I guess we just guess what the bundles will be. We just make some guesses. Alright, so we've got a bunch of reprints, don't care about any of that. And we start off with a banger of a first card. What the hell in the rare... Wait, where's the... Oh, never mind, I'm down here. I skipped a few cards there. Hang on, starting off down here. Ancient Gear Ballista. Alright, what does this man do? 2 Earth Machines. If this card is a link summoned, you can add 1 Ancient Gear monster or Gear town from your deck to your hand. Okay. You can target 1 spell trap you control and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy that card you control, and if you do, change that opponent's monster's attack and defense to 0. Okay. Pops your own stuff, so you get out your Ancient Gears from the deck to make your opponent's attack and defense become 0, which is very good for a deck that wants to just ooga booga smack you with 1 billion damage. Okay, a bit of an OTK machine going on here. Searcher, and a way to make your opponent shit 0 attack. Could be good. Add box. That is an ancient gear card, is it not? I think. Ancient gearbox. Urgent schedule was an ultra from was an ultra from a previous mini box. The one card common for ancient gears now because of ballista. Which one's that card? Urgent schedule. Is that a train card? Urgent. Oh yeah, this is that train card, right? Okay. Then we have your Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon. Once per turn, face up Odd Eyes Pendulum monsters you control will be destroyed by a card effect. And you destroy one card in your Pendulum zone. If you do, place on face up Odd Eyes Pendulum monster in your extra deck. I'm already falling asleep. During either player's turn, when an Odd Eyes card is in your Pendulum zone, you type one Odd Eyes monster you control. The first time you destroy battle card effect, it's not destroyed this turn. Sounds very exciting. Moving on. Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon. Once per turn, when attack is declared involving your face-up monster control and your opponent's monster, if you have an Odd Eyes monster in the Pendulum zone, you can make that monster control gain 200 attack. When Pendulum cards inflict battle damage to your opponent, inflict damage, don't care. Moving on. Alright, what's this card? Snow Plow Hustle Rustle. What? A Hustle Rustle. Reading, yeah. I'm about reading that live. So, if I'd say if it's a pendulum card, my interest is beyond in the negatives, I'm afraid. Alright. When your opponent monster declares a direct attack, where you control a card in your spell and trap card zone, you spell summon this card from your hand, then destroy as many cards in your spell and trap card zone as possible. If you do, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. Okay. Hand trap, another hand trap for machines, I guess. Destroys your own back row. I mean, some ancient gear cards like being destroyed, but this seems like complete asshole. So they probably missed timing for this one, who knows. Finna plow my opponent as they hustle on my Russell. That is... Can I take back the last 3 seconds of my life? I kind of wish I didn't read that. What's the bundle card? We don't know yet. Solfachord Formal. A counter trap. While you have a Solfachord card in your Pendulum zone, when your opponent activates a spell, a trap card, or monster effect, shuffle one face-up Pendulum monster from your extra deck into the deck and apply these effects. Pendulum monsters are unaffected by that effect. Pendulum zone cannot be destroyed by that effect. A card in your Pendulum zone cannot be banished by that effect. A counter trap that makes your monsters unaffected by that effect. No, it's not the most insane trap card in the world, because preferably you want the counter trap to like negate and destroy the effect, right? Like most counter traps seem to do. This one is just like the effect still resolves, so you can't really stop your opponent putting big stuff on the field with this. But if Solfachord just seemed to end up with a searchable trap card now that they weren't searching for before, maybe it's alright. It doesn't seem that great, but I can see it being used if, like, Solfachord, during their combo, they just have a search available anyway, so they might as well just search for a trap card that makes their stuff immune. Why not? But it's not the most insane counter trap around at all. Which probably isn't a good thing for Solfachord, considering the deck isn't that great currently, so it doesn't really help too much, I don't think. Exosister Carved... What the fuck is that? Divum? What? Okay. Neither player can target Exorcist monster control with effects on monsters that are special from the graveyard. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. If you exceed summon an Exorcist monster, you can declare one card name, negate the activated effects and effects on the field of cards with that original name at the end of this turn. When attack is declared involving Exorcist monster, you can target one spell trap card your opponent controls, destroy it. Right. Yeah, very not great. Effects that are activated, like, after you've summoned Xyz monster are kind of pointless, because once you've got to your Xyz monster, you're probably already in a winning state anyway. Surely your opponent tries to stop you getting there first. So having so it's like, oh yeah, once you've Xyz summoned an Exosister monster, then you can declare a card name. It's so like, it's not great. If it was more than just until the end of this turn, like if it was until the end of your opponent's next turn, that'd be kind of insane. But it's not that great. No space. Definitely not on a 20 card deck anyway. It is searchable. The swinging in, destroying spell and trap cards, I mean, that's fucking ass too, because like, again, why is the time, once you've got your stuff on the field, you don't really care about your opponent's back row anymore. You cared about the opponent's back row because it's being used to stop you getting to the stuff on the field. So they probably don't even have any back row by the time you get to your Xyz monsters. I don't know, it seems like an ass. Alright, moving on. Solfachord Symphony. Applies effects in sequence based on the number of face-up Solfachord pendulum monsters different names in your extra deck. 3 Solfachord monsters you control gain attack equal to their own pendulum scale. You can destroy 1 card your opponent controls, then if you have an odd pendulum scale and your pendulum draw 1 card, spell summon 1 Solfachord monster in your extra deck. That is a lot you need in your extra deck for that. No way this deck gets 7 Solfachords in the extra deck. Ain't no way. I don't know. I don't really know how this deck functions, so I don't know. Does it end up with 7 in the extra deck regularly? How do you even get 5+? That does also sound very impressive. It just doesn't sound, yeah, I don't know how you're actually managing that. It's a good card if you do get them all in the extra deck, I guess. But maybe if a skill comes that starts with 7 in your extra deck. At most it's 5 in Duel Links. I mean, 5 isn't the worst. I mean, the 5 is actually pretty good. You're destroying a card and drawing a card, sounds great. But you actually need the 5 to proc to be useful, otherwise it's not great. Yeah, moving on. Ancient Gear Tanker. If this card's normal special summoned, you can special summon 1 Ancient Gear monster from your hand except Tanker, ignoring summoning conditions, or if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon it from your graveyard instead. You can target face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do for the rest of this turn, or once you control with this control the Ancient Gear Golem or mention it, gain 600 attack. Okay, so this can revive stuff from your graveyard, summon stuff from your hand, makes it very easy to make a ballista. Because the destroyer, of course, your gear towns, right? Makes it very easy to get a ballista on the field. Martha's a bundle card. Have we got the bundles leaked yet, or we just guessing? Are we just guessing or what? This discount urgent schedule. Urgent schedule is only usable on your opponent's turn. No, it's on your turn after your opponent's already summoned something. This is, you can actually normal summon this and use it, so. Everything but Martha, so it's a bundle card. Well, don't type that in chat unless you actually know, buddy. Don't have me saying Martha's a bundle card without knowing, otherwise it's kind of like, you know. Solfachord will do better in Duel Links. Solfachord's already in Duel Links, so it depends. This is all like support stuff for it, so. Yeah, because Solfachord's already in the game, isn't it? Loom got trolled XD. Yeah, this is a mini box. Ancient Gear Dragon. Dragon D's nuts. Cannot be special summoned. If you control no monsters, all monsters you control ancient machine monster, you normal summon this card without tributing. When your opponent activates a spell, so trap, or effect, you can send to the graveyard one machine monster from your hand or face up field, or one ancient Gear Golem from your deck, negate that effect. Oh! You can summon this with... Okay, it takes you a normal summon, though. Does take the normal summon. I mean, you can summon it with this guy, I guess. It's not the worst. It mills an Ancient Gear card to negate. But I don't know if the Ancient Gear card's already immune to spell and trap card effects. But I guess a going first piece, you can get this on field. You know it's some with the spell. Okay. mean, spell and trap card negates are not bad. But I'm not sure how much it helps going second, because I thought Ancient Gear kind of ignores spell and trap cards anyway. Yeah, it's level 5, but it says you can normal summon it without tributing if you want to. But then it takes you normal summons, so you have to summon it with like the spell card or with this guy. But Ancient Gear doesn't really have much going for it turn 1, so maybe if you can get this on field turn 1, that's good enough. For something at least. Catapult's the only one that ignores. I mean, their spell card says you can't target their card effects during this turn, or can't respond to their card effects. And the big boss monster is immune to back row, right? Big fusion guy? I don't know if they summon the big fusion guy, I assume they do. This guy, right? Isn't he immune? Yeah, unaffected by spell or trap effects. I mean, it's not a bad card if we can get it on field easy, but you have to get it on field easy to be a good card, and it is level 5, so it could be a bit suspicious. We'll have to wait and see on how easy it is to summon. Ancient Gear Fusion. Alright. If you summon Ancient Gear Fusion monster from your extra deck, you use monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If you use Ancient Gear Golem or Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound you control as fusion material, you can also use monsters from your deck. Right. Well, that's a very good fusion card. Because once you got the Ancient Gears on field, then you actually just take all the other materials from deck. How many does it require for the big guy? It's just 4, right? 4 Ancient Gear monsters? You just have to have Ancient Gear dude on field, then just send all the other 3 from deck? That is pretty crazy. But I guess if your opponent removes or tries to remove the Ancient Gear monster on field when you try to use this, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, that is what everything they want in a card. Just send 3 Ancient Gears from deck and the 1 Golem from the field, and you're all good. Is there any skills in game that actually already support this? Because I know there's a new Ancient Gear skill coming, but isn't there other skills already in the game that get Golem on the field easy? I can't remember if the new skill actually has... Where were the leagues? Did the new skill have... This one, was this one right? Wait, put Ancient Gear Golem on field? Has the search, and then it has... What's that on field? 4,000 life points? Yeah, 4,000 life points with a what, 4,500 attack? Oh my goodness. The one will let you summon it without tributing. Okay. Yeah, this card's gonna go crazy. I'm a little bit I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared of this deck in Duel Links because of it in Master Duel and TCG. The deck really isn't that bad. But then again, that format you can choose to go second in. I don't think this deck really does much going first, but it has some things to do going first. And if you can go second really, really well, then yeah. Because a lot of stuff in this art type just says, you can't target me. I'm unaffected by this. I'm unaffected by that. It's very, very scary to play against. Because sometimes they'll just slam the field with big boys and you just die. Yeah, it's kind of similar to how like Tenpai exists. I'm hoping this one turns like the Tenpai of Duel Links. I'm kind of hoping not, but we'll see. It is a very scary deck. Especially with low life point counts. The low life point counts is a very scary deck. Yeah, it puts Ancient Gear Draw on the field, makes you immune to Ancient Gear effects. That's only if they activate an effect, but they're probably going to activate something, right? During a turn, your opponent activates a card or effect. So if you get hand trapped, you get hit by whatever, you can play this thing straight on the field, which is a new card we'll go through in a bit, which just makes your shit unaffected. It's kind of crazy. Because making stuff unaffected by monster effects, when your main boss monster is immune to spell and trap card effects, it's so terrifying. But I guess they can try to negate the Ancient Gear Fusion, maybe. Alright. Exosister Ellis. If you control an Exosister monster, you spell summon this card from your hand. Then if you control Exosister Stella, you gain 800 life points. If your opponent moves a card out of their either graveyard, you can special summon from your extra deck one Exosister Exceeds monster using this face-up card you control as material. So... this deck is kind of annoying to play against in terms of when you know what it does, because all the Exosister monsters have this little thing on them where when they're on the field, if you move something out of the graveyard, they'll summon the Exosisters from the extra deck. So it becomes like a... if they've got these on the field, you can't really use your graveyard much unless you want to get just absolutely shit on by a billion Xyz monsters. So... I'm not sure how well this is going to do in Duel Links until we see if we're getting Martha or not, but... yeah, all the Exosister monsters, typically you have to play most of them because they all have different effects with their counterparts, right? I can't remember. It's been too long since I've played this art type. But yeah, they've all got this effect where when they're on the field, if your opponent tries to move something out of the graveyard, then they do things against your will. Alright, Exosister Jabrine. Jabrine? Okay. Cannot be destroyed by the effects of what am I reading here? Cannot be destroyed by the activated effects monsters special from the graveyard. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. If you control this card that will succeed summon this turn by using Exosister monster as material. You can target one effect monster your opponent controls and negates effects to the end of this turn. Alright, so important to note about this card is it's only usable if an Exosister monster will summon this turn, right? You control this card that will succeed summon this turn by using Exosister control as material, yeah. So, you can't just have this set up. You have to hope one of these like resolve on your opponent's turn by then moving something out of the graveyard, then summoning this, or your trap card can summon this thing outright. You probably still play it, but you can't just set this up on turn 1 and just hope it resolves. But it is a negate, so if these resolve, then you do get this on field. You can see these on opponent's turn. Yeah, there's a trap card that does it somewhere. Somewhere in here. Probably this one. It's one of these two does it. One of them banishes something one XC summons. Exosister Makalis. Cannot be destroyed battle with a monster summoned from the graveyard. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. If you control this card as XC summon this turn by using Exosister monster as material, you can target one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard and banish it. You attach a material from this card and Exosister spell a trap card from your deck to your hand. So you can use this to grab your trap cards, one of which is a banish or something, and one of which allows you to do an XC summon on the opponent's turn, which then allows you to somehow get into this dude, which does other things. Eternia does both. That is only summons 2 Exosister monsters from the deck. Okay. Yeah, a lot of this will make more sense once we've gone through the actual the trap cards and stuff, and talked about how this card works. Because on their own, it seems kind of weird just summoning a bunch of Xyz monsters that only work on the turn they're summoned, but it'll make sense when we go through the trap cards. They do actually sort of function correctly. It just seems weird until you actually go through the rest of the stuff. But I do remember this deck being terrible without Martha, so also I'm not super hyped to this unless we see Martha as a bundle card. Without Martha, we might be a bit of a struggle, but it could be okay. There's also no skill for this deck too, which is a little bit sus.
Card game.
Oh yeah, this being an R was a bit weird too, because this card's like their main Xyz monster outside of their big Xyz monster, right? This was the main one even before the because this one was like second wave of support, right? Exosister Stella. During your main phase, you can special summon Exosister monster from your hand. Then if you control Exosister Ellis, you gain 800 life points. Your opponent moves a card out of their graveyard. You can special summon from your second Exosister monster. Yeah, okay. So this one just allows you to just more ways to extend. There's a lot of extendery stuff in here. Even this card over here is an extendery piece, which I didn't know we even had in the game yet. But this card's something that got played in Exosister a bit, right? I think it was this card. Wait, no, it wasn't this one. I thought there was one that just was really used in rank 4 decks. No, it wasn't this one. It looks similar to this dude. It's like a spirit card. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, there's a lot of extendary stuff in here. It just spams the field with dudes. Oh, was this one? Sakitama? I think that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, this dude. This dude was used in Exosister quite a bit. This rank 4 spammery stuff. I don't think there's any locks on Exosister until you use Master, right? Isn't all these cards, there's no locks. You can just make rank 4s out of them. Yes, this deck can use a bunch of rank 4s that aren't Exosisters, because I'm pretty sure Master is the only lock. Is that right? Does anyone, any Exosister enjoyers? I think Master is the only one that has the lock on it. So you can play a bunch of other rank 4s in here. Spam the field with dudes, you mean girl. Dudes is a... Dude is a genderless term, okay? So you can make Granite into Nib if you want to. If Martha is in the game, you can do that if you like. But Nibiru does ruin your own field as well, remember that. And Nibiru is also a lot worse when your opponent knows you've got Nibiru in hand. Because they go, oh, I'm just not going to summon 5 times. Alright. Exosister Asophiel. Cannot be destroyed by the activated effects, special summons from the graveyard, blah blah blah. So let's see summoned using Exosister monsters material. Neither player can activate cards or effects in the graveyard this turn. Okay, that's a bit annoying. If that's like the Abyss Dweller of this art type. Summon this during your opponent's turn, they get Abyss Dweller basically. Very powerful effect if you're up against a graveyard deck, actually. You just activate your trap card, Exceed summon this out, and their graveyard has been Abyss Dwellered. So, we've got anti-graveyard, we've got a negate, and we've got a quick effect, banish a card. All only usable during the opponent's turn and during the turn they're summoned. Oh, they can use during your turn, but only on the turn they are summoned. Yeah, Abyss Dwellering on your opponent's graveyard is obviously a pretty good effect. Exosister Vadis. Pay 800 life points, choose one Exosister monster from your deck, then take one other Exosister monster from your deck that is mentioned on that monster, and special summon both, but shuffle them into the deck during the end phase. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Exosister monsters. Yeah, this card's also pretty good, but we do got to keep in mind that Duel Links has limited zones. So if you're planning to end on Exosisters already, it kind of makes it a lot harder to use this. It is only 2 zones you need, so it should be a very, very usable trap card. And should be used, I imagine. Yeah, summoning 2 from deck is crazy. Because even just summoning 2 from deck, with nothing else on field, makes it really hard for your opponent to play the game, since most decks use the graveyard, and they don't really want you just summoning 2 Xyz monsters if you do so. So, it should be used, because this card by itself is already really annoying. Start with the anti-graveyard. It's more like you better not use graveyard or you'll be unalived. Yeah, I think that's a pretty anti-graveyard effect, huh? Or anti-graveyard effects, you know. You sense it's being used in 4? Why? It is actually such an annoying trap card, though. It would be very funny if this card just started getting used in other archetypes just to be annoying to graveyard decks. You activate anything, the boys come out from the extra deck, the lads. Because it doesn't really matter if you use this on your opponent's turn, right? You don't need a special summon then. Yeah, but it only locks you for the turn, right? So you just use this on the opponent's turn, it doesn't matter then. It's a summoning couple of Xyz monsters to the field, some of which are actually pretty goddamn good. Very nice little trap card. Yeah, when opponent tries to target something in the graveyard, just activate the trap card, 2 dudes on field, and they're screwed. They completely screwed themselves. Isn't that kind of nasty, just put this in random ass decks just to do that? Just put it in any old deck, just summon 2 monsters to the field as soon as your opponent tries to use their graveyard. Actually nasty. Shuffled after they don't use their graveyard, but that's why you're chaining it to response to their graveyard. They don't know this card's set. You have it set face down. They don't know. They try to summon their, I don't know, whatever that stupid dog is in Sard's called, Wolf or whatever it's called. Try to summon Wolf back to below the link arrow. As soon as they activate the effect in grave, you just chain this. 2 dudes on field. They summon something from graveyard. Oh no, they use the graveyard. The boys come to the field. So it's a very nasty trap card. It's very nasty. It's weird that I've gotten stuck on this trap card so far out of all these, but this card's actually really fucking good. We'll see how it turns out in the game, though. Actually, it's probably only going to be an Exosister only card, but it's a very nasty card. Exosister Caspatel. 2 level 4 monsters. Cannot be destroyed in battle with a monster special on the extra deck. Oh, sorry, from the graveyard. If this card is to see someone using Exosister monster as material, neither player can special summon monster from the graveyard. Pretty nasty. You can attach your material from this card and Exosister monster from your deck to your hand. So we've got the anti-graveyard, anti-special summon from graveyard, and we've got the you can't use effects in graveyard. So we've got Abyss Dweller, and we've got that other dude, the other rank 8 guy that I've forgotten the name of, Sky Prison or whatever his name is. Both of them are in this archetype. You think this will be equal in strength to current Lyrilisk? The issue with these cards that I'm looking at right now, just without seeing anything else, is there's no going second tools that are like most decks in this game currently have a skill that helped them go second in some way, and archetypes that haven't gotten one have shown that they don't work too well until they get one, such as Tri-Brigade, which was a deck that was expected to do super well in release, didn't really do so much, but then once they got a skill for them, all of a sudden it's like, oh, this deck is now functional now. It has some ability to go second, even if it's only a small addition to help them go second. We don't have a skill leak for Exosister, so it's kind of sus as is. But the archetype itself is really strong, so that might be enough to make it playable. So we'll see how the... And also, I think Exos just has some cards in the archetype that help them go second in general. Exosister Armament. Quick effect. Pay 800 life points to target when Exosister monster you control. Special summon Exosister exceeds monsters from your extra deck with a different name than the cards you control by using that target as material. This card's good for going second. You can activate this card during your opponent's turn unless your opponent controls a monster special summon from the graveyard. Oh, never mind. I mean, never mind. I mean, if they summon something from the graveyard, it's good. Can I use it during the opponent's turn? What? Not so great then. Because usable during your turn, if they didn't have something on the graveyard, that'd be really good. Because you can just dodge shit with it then, or sort of soft dodge stuff. It's not the worst though. I do remember in Master Duel, this was a one-of sometimes. Some people would play this. It wasn't super common, but it was sometimes played. It's not a terrible card. It is just a way to get Xyz monsters on the field without requiring your opponent to... requiring your opponent to do something. And that plus any Exosister name sets up Magnifica plus Returnia set if you use the overlay control skill. We can't use this unless it's your opponent has something from the graveyard. Oh no, you can activate this card. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can't use this during your turn unless your opponent has something used. It's interesting. It is an interesting card. Oh, is it the same name? Wait, what? What? Returnia? I'm lost. Alright, moving on. Exosister. Trying to make sure my cam isn't blocking it. Exosister Irene. You can place one Exosister card from your hand on the bottom of the deck and draw one card. Then if you control Exosister Sophia, you gain 800 life points. And then same effect as the other ones. This card is not as good as the other Exosisters because of, obviously, the drawing a card is nice, but it's not an extendery Exosister like the other ones are. This one obviously just summons itself if you have an Exosister monster. The other one summons from hand. All like extendery pieces, and this one's just like, yeah, if it's on the field already, it's useful, but typically the other ones are a bit better. You probably still need it just for having the opposite name, right? I can't remember if you actually need to play opposite names or not. I'm pretty sure you did. Like, this is like Sophia's counterpart, right? If you control an Exosister monster, you can draw one card. Then if you control Exosister Irene, you gain 100 life points. And same effect as the other ones. Yeah, these are the good ones here. These ones are like, I mean, drawing cards is nice. This one's especially nice. Like, Sophia's actually decent because it doesn't have the shuffle back, it just gives you a draw. So Sophia's probably going to see a bit of play. These two are going to see a lot of play, but this one, you might need it as a one-off just for its name if you need the names. I honestly cannot, for the life of me, remember how important it is to have their corresponding names with each other. I don't think it's that important though. But these three are great. This one's kind of mid. Martha summons Elise from deck. You do need the names? If you need the names, then this one be a one-of, then I don't think you play more of it. Card's too mid. Alright. Grand Solfachord Coolia. 2 monsters including a pendulum monster. Gains 100 attack for each face-up pendulum monster in your extra deck. The activated effects pendulum monsters this card points to cannot be negated. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can special summon one Solfachord card with an odd pendulum scale from your pendulum zone to your zone this card points to, and if you do, negate the activation. Then you can add a Solfachord pendulum monster with an even pendulum scale from your deck to your face-up extra deck. Alright. That's a pretty decent effect. I don't know how Solfachords work. It's a pendulum, so I'm not particularly interested in the archetype, but a negate on a Link 3 that gives you a search as well sounds pretty good. I assume this is a good card for the archetype. If they want to summon Link 3s. This Link is easy to summon with the new pendulum skill, plus beyond pendulum. Well, there you go then. There you go. All pendulum enjoys can be rejoicing. Alright. Ancient Gear Commander. You can send one Ancient Gear Golem from your hand, deck, or face-up monster zone to the graveyard. Meaning the object dissolves. Normal summon Ancient Gear monster. Okay, not bad. If you normal or special summon Ancient Gear Golem, you can special summon one Ancient Gear Golem from your hand or graveyard in non summoning conditions. Okay. You can banish this card from your graveyard, place one Ancient Gear Continuous Trap from your hand face up on your field. That is a lot of effects. Places it face up, huh? So you can send a card from deck to grave to give you an extra normal summon. Then if you do a normal summon, you can summon an Ancient Gear Golem. So if you know external summon is an Ancient Gear Golem, you can special summon an Ancient Gear Golem from your hand or graveyard. Damn! That is a lot of stuff going on there. I was checking if this could use graveyard or not. Okay. I'm not sure how to rate how this guy works, but he has so many effects, so it's gotta be good, right? That is too many effects not to be good, surely. I mean, this guy by himself gets you, This gets you a link monster, right, for a search, wherever he is. The link to searcher dude, if you want to make this card, you can do that with this dude. Summon him, send a dude, summon another guy. Commander will be a one-of. Commander is just the second part of the new skill. During your turn, your opponent's activate a card effect, play one ancient. I mean, that's only for the last effect, though. This card gives you 2 normal summons, so you'll make the link monster for searching and stuff. That sounds good. Let's see how the deck plays out, though. And we'll talk about the trap card when we get to it, because I assume... Oh, it's actually the next card up. Ancient Gear Duel. Ancient Gear Golem and monsters that mention it in your monster zones are unaffected by your opponent's activated monster effects. Very important, considering once your opponent's used an effect, you can just put this thing straight on the field face up, which is, yeah, kind of scary. Also gives you can conduct 2 normal summon sets this turn. God, you can have so many extra normal summons then. You can normal summon this guy for another normal summon. And the other guy gives you a... Wasn't there another card in here that gave you another normal summon or something? Or just another special summon, right? Yeah, it just gives you a special summon. My god, you just unload your entire hand on the field. Your opponent controls a monster, you can fusion summon one fusion monster that mentions Ancient Gear Golem from your extra deck by banishing monsters from your field or graveyard as material. Oh, this uses the graveyard, including Ancient Gear Golem you control, and if you do, it can make up to 3 attacks during each battle phase. My god. That is so much damage. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. Dude, this thing face up, with this dude already milling it, you just use this card, put it on the field, send Golem to the graveyard, extra normal summon of whatever Ancient Gear, then you just use this thing, there's 3 Ancient Gears already to go into whatever, then it can attack 3 times. Isn't that kind of crazy? What's the other Ancient Gear fusion do? There's a smaller one, right? Ancient Gear. Which ones do we have? Because we have a giant. What does this one take? Yeah, you just summon this dude as well. $4,400. Can attack 3 kinds with a trap card. My goodness. Ancient card monsters that mention it. Most of the cards mention it. So when it says Monster Zone includes the extra Monster Zone, right, I assume. My god. Ancient Gear Commander just screams, use effect for enemy to proc the skill. God, it actually just seems so crazy, man. Going first seems like arse still, but if you survive going first, holy... You're gonna be pounding. MST time, true. Yeah, the back row cards at least can be targeted, right? Did I just look up Ancient Gear twice? I did. Yeah, you really need to get rid of the stuff like Fortress. And Fortress at least doesn't protect the trap card. So I guess the trap cards are vulnerable. How life barrier stocks going up. That is also true. If this deck doesn't survive, tries to kill you and fails to kill you, their follow-up turn is like, or their next turn is like, they've just got a bunch of beaters on field that don't do anything, so they really do have to kill you that turn. Alright, Ancient Gear Statue. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can special summon Ancient Gear Statue once per turn this way. You can tribute this card, special summon Ancient Gear Golem, or a monster that mentions it from your hand or deck. Ignoring its summoning additions. This dude just puts Ancient Gear Golem on field instantly. So you can instantly use the fusion spell if you wanted to. Or you can summon out this dude. Or you can summon out the other guy that summons a dude from hand. Is this deck already insanely consistent? This deck seems pretty consistent on doing what it wants to do, huh? If you want to fusion summon on your second turn, goddamn, are you going to be able to fusion summon? Holy. Doesn't he usually puts Dark Golem on field? The new guy? Alright, we'll see what he does in a moment. You can summon like anything to the field, right? So you can just summon all these dudes as well. Anyway, moving on. Who the hell are you? Gizmek, the festive fox of Fectun? What the fuck is that? Each time your opponent also summons a monster, inflict damage. If a monster is special, summoned from the main deck, you can special summons from your hand. If it's custom special summon, you tap one face-up monster your opponent controls. Special summon a monster from your hand or deck with attack equal to its own defense for the same attribute as that monster. Right. I don't think anyone's playing this. Maybe maybe the two Gizmek players out there are playing this. But yeah, this card seems kind of meh. Oh, that was a selection box card? Oh, well, it's very meh. Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. Once per turn during the end phase, if your opponent activated a card or effect this turn, the targeted one Odd Eyes pendulum monster you controlled and other cards, while this card was in your pendulum zone, special summon this card, and if you do, place one face-up Odd Eyes pendulum monster from your extra deck in your pendulum zone, except itself. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target face-up monster on the field that will special summon from the extra deck. It has its effects negated until the end of this turn. Right, scale 1 makes it pretty good too. Monster effect is okay, but not fantastic. And the other pendulum effect... yeah, summons some stuff. I don't know. Sure, it's good. I don't really care about pendulum stuff though, so I couldn't really care less. Odd Eyes Dissolver, another card I really couldn't care less about. Once per turn, you fusion summon Fusion Dragon, blah blah blah. At the start of the damage step, if your pendulum monster battle, special summon this card from your hand. If you do, your monsters cannot be destroyed at battle. During your main phase, you fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck, using monster control as fusion material, as well as other monsters you control or cards in your pendulum zones. Well, lots of fusion summoning stuff. Cool. Sky Striker Ace Zeke. Must be link summoned. You can only special summon Zeke once per turn this way. If this card's link summoned, you tap one face a monster on the field, banish it until your opponent's next end phase. Once per turn, you tap one other card you control. This card gains 1000 attack, then send the targeted card to the graveyard. So finally, we have a Sky Striker card that sort of actually removes things, so you don't have to go into nightmares. The monster does come back again, but by that point, hopefully you've already gained a bit of control over the game, so it shouldn't matter too much. But yeah, all Sky Striker players are going to use this. 100% they're going to play this. Why do you hate pens? I'm pretty sure I have a video on it on my channel from years ago. I think I do. Pendulum. Yeah, there you go, watch that. Pendulums suck. I'm pretty sure every opinion in this still is relevant now. Yeah, this card's actually really good. New option for OTK, true. More ways to clear fields. Wait, Zeke can eat 2 other cards? Wait, how can Zeke eat a second card? Sending your own cards to the graveyard? Is that what you're talking about? I'm saying tap one other card you control. We have to control it, right? So I think that's talking about taking control of an opponent's card, then using this on that card. Which, I mean, you could. Oh yeah, if you're talking about the stolen body, then sure. Either way, I think we all know that card's just going to be good for Striker. Not much else to say about it. Exosister Packs. During the main phase, pay 800 life points, add one Exosister card from your deck to your hand, except Exosister Packs. Then if you add a monster by this effect, you can special summon it if the other Exosister monster mentioned on it is on your field or in your graveyard. Oh, that's why the names are important. So you probably are going to end up playing at least one Irene if you are playing Sophia. Just because of the name stuff there. Yeah, this card's really good. Obviously, it's really good. Dude, there's so much good stuff about this art type. Like, you can use this, of course, going first, just as a way to add Exosister cards. You can use this, well, you can set this card, use it during your opponent's turn, just to get Exosisters on the field, so that your opponent can't really use their graveyard without getting completely dicked on. You can use this if your first Exosister gets negated, just to get an Exosister on the field to make an Xyz monster. There's actually just so much good stuff in this art type. Maybe it will just be good enough on its own without a skill. There's so much good shit in here. So much good stuff in this art type. You hate Exosister's playstyle? I think Exosister's playstyle's kind of cool. It's kind of unique. It's very much stop using your graveyard. Well, I like that a lot of it's like, the effects of the art type aren't super, like, they're all like good effects, but nothing, it's like super broken reading in it until your opponent starts trying to use their graveyard. So it's sort of like forcing your opponent to have to play a certain way. I don't know, I think it's a pretty cool little art type. I think it does some cool stuff. Oh, that's how you get... So you have to have the second name for Vadis as well. Okay. No, Martha. Martha could be a bundle card. We're speculating. Could be. Without Martha, the art type is certainly a lot worse. But then again, we are playing the Duel Links version, which... Because the reason Martha was so important for the Master Duel version is because the deck was like... non-one card combo decks in current year is just not playable. Whereas in Duel Links... maybe it's a lot more playable if you just play a 20 card deck. So maybe it'd be fine, even if it wasn't from a bundle. Maybe it's still, maybe that's a bit copium. Have we got Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound? I have no idea which one that is, so maybe not. Ancient Gear Ultimate Pound. Who the hell is that? Am I spelled this wrong? Here was Ultimate Pound. Oh, this guy. We already got this guy in game already. He's been in game for ages. Yeah, we already have that card, don't we? The new box has going first deck, which is bad going second into current meta, and the greatest going second deck in the entire game, but there's nothing going first. We'll see. Because the thing about is a lot of Duel Links decks can avoid playing first as long as they're going second is insane. Just because there's cards like Hellowed Life Barrier, Rainbow Life, Kite Roy, things that just say, nope, I don't want to play. Nope, we go next. Like if the entire deck of Ancient Gear can work off like a 2-card combo. Like a 1-card combo with 1 backup tech is enough to make a full OTK. And they could just play a bunch of Hellowed Life Barriers and Rainbow Lives and go, nope, I don't want to play. Next turn. Might have to wait and see, though. Alright, Beyond the Pendulum. 2 effect monsters, including a pendulum monster. If this card is linked summons to the extra monster zone, you can pay 1,200 life points, add a pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, but for the rest of this turn, you cannot activate monster effects. Also, the effects of cards in your pendulum zones are negated until the end, until you pendulum summon. If 2 monsters different original levels are pendulum summoned at the same time, the zones this card points to, you can target 2 cards on the field, destroy them. There you go. Very powerful card. I've seen this summoned a bunch of times and playing against pendulum, so I assume it's you can see a lot of play in pendulum decks. Unfortunately, once again, it's a pendulum card, so I couldn't give less of a fuck. Exosister Returnia. If all monsters you control exist monsters, minimum of 1, pay 100 life points, then target 1 card your opponent controls from their graveyard, banish it, then apply one of the following effects. Immediately after this effect resolves, Exceed summon Exosister monster use monster you control. If you Exceed summon this turn, banish 1 card your opponent controls. So this is a target remove of something your opponent controls, or in their graveyard, and a non-target banish as well, or an Exceed summon. This is actually a very powerful trap card. It's a remove 2, or it's an Exceed summon and a remove 1, right? Very, 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 very strong. Very, 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 very strong. Maybe this deck, maybe the Master isn't in here because they'd be scared to add Master to actually see how this deck does on its own. Because there are so many good cards in this art type. God, there are so many good cards in this art type. Exceed summon to non-target banish. No. You can't. You can only choose one of the following effects, right? Yeah, you get the target banish into the exceed, or you can do 2 banishes, one of the non-target. You can't do the exceed summon and the other one. Dex is only trigger if your opponent moves a card. I'm pretty sure. I don't think you can crow them, right? And then it triggers them. I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. Yeah, it has to be your opponent moving. You can't crow them. But remember, like with this trap card, like I've said earlier in the stream, you can use this in response to things, them trying to do things. So you can set this card, pretend you're playing something else. Like you literally don't have to show what art type you're playing. You just set this card face down. Your opponent tries to activate a Resonator to revive a tuner from graveyard. You flip this in response to them trying to revive something. Put the Exosisters on field. All of a sudden, they've just triggered your effects. Like you can just use this Vadis in response to your opponent trying to, in response to your opponent trying to take something out of their graveyard.
Card games on motorcycles!
Obviously, if they know what you've got, if they know you're playing Exosister, they're going to try to avoid using the graveyard. But if they don't know, then a lot of the stuff's going to be a lot stronger. Which probably only really matters for tournament play, because in like ladder play, that's when you try to hide things. But in tournament play, you probably know what your opponent's playing, so you wouldn't be able to do tricks like that. All right. Switch point. What is this? If your opponent controls 3 or more monsters, choose one of them and make your opponent send either it or all other monsters they control to the graveyard. If your opponent controls 3 or more monsters. 3 or more. Does this ever see play? Probably not. Nah, probably not, right? Let's try this. Nah, this doesn't see play. This seems ass. Evenly matched at home. Like, this card has some benefits. Like, it has the Cyber Angel thing of making your opponent choose to send things to graveyard. So it's like, if your opponent has a bunch of stuff that's unaffected or can't be destroyed or literally anything that makes it safe, this has the opportunity to get those in the graveyard. But yeah, it just isn't that great. I think if it was 2 or more monsters, it'd be a lot more like viable as an option. Because that just so if your opponent has 2 monsters on field, you can stop them synchro summoning or something with this before they go into anything. Then you can also use it as a potential board breaker. I don't know. It's Alright. Sakutama. Oh, this card is in here. This is the selection box card. It's very fitting they put Sakutama in here, because it's actually very... Yeah, this is very... This was used in Exosister and Master Duel. Ancient Gear Advance. When this card is activated, add 1 Ancient Gear spell or trap from your deck to your hand, except Ancient Gear Advance. Once per turn, you contribute 1 monster, draw 1 card, and apply this effect for the rest of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. You can normal summon Ancient Gear, Golem, or level 5 or higher monsters that mention it without tributing. You cannot set cards the turn you activate this card. You can activate 1 Ancient Gear Advance per turn. Right. This deck is so silly. More ways to search for the spell cards. It's interesting you can't place this, you can't set this card though, so you'd have to have a, you have to have like this dude to set it. Like if you go first, how do you get this on the field if you wanted to have it on field? You have to like get this guy engraved, right? Not that Ancient Gear care about going first, since they're just all going second, Ooga Booga. Exosister use the new spirit skill? I mean, maybe. The art type itself is in spirit, so I can't quite remember what the new spirit skill does, but if it works really well with Sakatama in combination with the Exosisters, then maybe they could. Wyvern Surge Advanced, Advanced Surge Cannon, and its combo time? Oh dear. It is interesting too that it lets you normal summon this card too, right? So this is, like I said, this card is a potential to go first. It gives you a spell and trap negate, which is more than a lot of what the art type does. This art type might end up being just pray to God going first. Just have this dude on the field, this guy wherever he is. Where is it? This thing. Just have this thing in defense position. And then just pray to God going first. That might end up being what the art type does. And she can go first, all them cards. We'll see. We'll see what it actually does. Going second seems so fucking crazy, though. Holy shit. Holy shit, going second seems crazy. Not gonna lie, as much as Ancient Gear is kind of based, I think it might be, the kind of deck I don't want to end up being strong in Duel Links, because that sounds very frustrating. It's kind of similar to how I don't want Dinosaur to end up being a strong deck in Duel Links, because Misk makes everything unaffected. It's just like, oh, you just get OTK'd by a big guy with no response. And you get kind of similar, you know? Hoping to be busted here. I don't know if I hope it's going to be busted. I think I just feel like you're playing against Tenpai then. It is the Tenpai of Duel Links then, so I'm hoping it's not that strong. It does seem to be pretty goddamn good though. We'll see how it turns out. We haven't even gotten to the big boss monster yet. Odd Eyes Venom Dragon. Once per turn, you target one fusion monster you control. Against this allows an attack for each monster your opponent controls. Must be fusion summoned and then be pendulum summoned. Once per turn, you target one face up monster your opponent controls. To the end of this turn, this card gains attack every time monster's attack. Blah 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 blah. If this card's the monster zone is destroyed, you can special summon one monster from your pendulum zone. If you do, place this card in your pendulum zone. What's the point of this? One starving venom monster. Was this guy starving venom or something? I thought starving venom was just the fusion monsters. Are we just making this out of the fusion monsters? Oh, this is it a skill card? Oh, okay. Oh, the skill lets us one attack directly. I see. Okay. That makes more sense, because I'm not really sure why you'd want to use a starving venom monster with basically the same effect then, but sure. Alright, sure. Exosisters Magnifica. 2 rank 4 Exosister Xyz monsters. Must be Xyz summoned with the above Xyz material. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Once per turn, quick effect, you attach one material from this card, banish one card your opponent controls. When your opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, you can return one Xyz monster attached to this card that you own to the extra deck. Then you can special summon that monster from the extra deck using this face-up card you control as material. Alright, this card can be a quick effect banish into a swap out into Makalis, which is another quick effect banish, which is pretty good. It's also important to note, I believe this one doesn't have the clause on it where it has to be summoned on this turn to use the effect, so you can keep this, if this one stayed on the field, you can use this effect again on the following turn, which isn't the same as you can with this card, which cannot. Yeah, this is the main card you want to summon off the trap card, right? The if you want to Xyz summon off this. Like, you use this card, get 2 dudes. If your opponent activates a card effect to get something out of the graveyard, you chain Vadis, summon 2 dudes to the field, summon 2 Xyz monsters. Then you can you can use this later on to use those 2 Xyz monsters to make this, which is going to obviously remove stuff. And then you can use this effect again to summon out another Xyz monster to do even more disruption. So that's a lot of stuff going on there. That's all easily set up from just 2 trap cards. Either of these 2 trap cards. Well, I guess you have to have both of them for that. Very good, very good. But without Martha, though, you're not going to be summoning this on turn 1, right? So that's like a... Didn't you need Martha for that? I can't remember exactly what Martha did. I thought Martha allowed you to one-card combo this. If you control no monsters or only exceeds monsters, you can summon this card from your hand. If you do, you can summon from your deck. You can special summon monsters for this turn, except blah blah blah. If a card moves out of either graveyard, you can special summon this card from your extra deck. Oh, you just used Martha into someone else, get the 2 dudes on field, make the dude that searches the spell card. The spell card searches one of the... Is this one? You just search this card, searches a monster and summons one from graveyard or something. I'm pretty sure this is a 1-card combo to make this, right? From just Martha. We don't know if we're getting Martha. It's not even like... it may not come as a bundle card. We might just not be getting Martha. Martha just rescue Rabbit? No, because Martha doesn't normal summon, right? Is the point. Because then you can use the search to search for a monster to normal summon to make the rest of the combo work. To 1 card into this if you wanted to. Let me click yellow button and grab Super Poly. Well, against Hero, you're just not going to summon this on turn 1, are you? You're just going to set 2 trap cards and go, good luck Super Polying my trap cards, dumbass. Second they activate Miracle Fusion, the boys come out. The lads appear on the field the second the Miracle Fusion's activated. Try to use your graveyard, I dare you.
Motorcycle!
Ancient Gear Dark Golem. This card's name becomes Ancient Gear Golem while on the field or in the graveyard. If this card is normal, special summoned, you can activate this effect. You cannot set cards this turn. Also add up to 2 Ancient Gear cards and or Gear Town from your deck to your hand, except Ancient Gear Dark Golem, and then discard them. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate spell trap cards in a damage step. Alright. So, wait, does this card just summon off the little guy? Oh my god. You just put this dude down, just tribute him off? The lad comes out, searches 2 cards. This is summoned if your opponent has a card on the field, you just do this without a special summon, you just do it. Get this boy out, my goodness. Search 2 already. Search 2 and already have a 3,000 attack body on the field. God damn. Holy. That's kind of fucked. That's a little fucked. It's just so funny seeing like the difference between going first and going second with this deck. But I guess going first, you just sort of... You could still just normal summon this, or you could just summon this dude, send something to grave, normal summon this guy, make a link monster out of it, or you can tribute this off, grab this card, draw 2, whatever it does, search 2. These 2 can be linked off with the Ancient Gear card. Fuse into fucking what's-his-face. You have to somehow get a trap card on field though or something, right? There's a lot of walling up you can do on your first turn. If you wall up hard enough and just survive the turn, just play to live, then you're hella set. You just need to survive a turn. Just need to survive a turn, man. Load life barrier. This deck is terrifying. Is this like the first box we've gotten in forever, by the way, where there's no limits? Do you guys notice that? I feel like every box we've had recently has always come with limits on cards before they're released. Did Konami finally realize that maybe limiting every card before release isn't the best idea? Since they did that for like 3 different art types and those art type cards just didn't get used. It's like finally we're actually getting cards without them just being limited on release. Thank God, man. Not that I minded them doing that for some art types, obviously. When will this be released? May 1st, which is actually ages away. What the fuck? Wait, why was this? What was this released prematurely because fucking Brad leaked? Is that what happened? Wait, is that why this got released now? They didn't announce things 5 days early. The fuck? No way. Surely they just saw that Brad leaked and they're like, fine, we'll leak it anyway. Here you go, just have it. You've seen it anyway, guys. Just have the official one. They don't want work. They could have scheduled this stuff. I think they just prematurely released it because it got leaked already. So they're like, alright, just have it. They could have scheduled this shit. They don't need to actually be there for it. But where's the bundles though, guys? Got an hour and 30 minutes to the bundles release. What the hell do I do until then? Do I know when the bundles are coming? Someone said look at the replays? What replays? Look at replays or waiting on bundles. What replays? Oh, combo replays? Or someone made some? Combo replays, alright. I assume if I go onto the Duel Links meta channel, have they got some Ancient Gear replays for me to look at? Or do I have to look at my own Discord? Do I dare look at my own Discord? They're a bit silly in there. Ancient Gear, let's see, what do we got? Anyone got any combos in here? Okay. Sick ass turn 1, boys. Oh god, that looks depressing. How do you beat that though? How could you beat such a turn 1? Oh, hang on, here's a replay. Don't know what it is, but I clicked it. Who's it by? I have no idea who Salah Benji is, but he's got a combo for me. Let's see what he's doing. 1 Wyvern? Wait, no, just... Wait. What is this? Is it urgent schedule plus a discard? Okay. Urgent schedule grabs a Wyvern. Oh my god, grabs 2 and negate their effects. Okay. Just already summons 2 dudes. Link them off. Grabs a Gear Town. Gear Town, pop the Gear Town. Summon Golem. Golem grab Tanker. And Fortress. I assume that's a discard for something. Activate. Then we can use this dude to summon back the Wyvern. Wyvern grab the Advance. Advance grabs Fusion. Oh. Wait, what? So where's the rest of the combo? I want to see the rest of it. It's a Master Duel replay? Fuck these Master Duel replays. Where's the rest of my combo? Hey! God damn it, random guy. Random combo I just found on Google. Not on Google, on Discord. I don't know what I expected. And I'm probably going to look at my own Discord because these guys are a little bit sus in here too. What is this? What is this? What is this? What does it mean? What is this meme? Exo your sister. Alright, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing. That is a Keck Dog view, Marco, there. Right there. Master Duel replay but can work in Duel Links. Alright. Alright, buddy. Okay, so wait, this is the same guy. Am I watching the same combo but just ends in the... Is it the same thing, Marco? That combo had no finish line, it just stopped. I don't trust this guy anymore. I've already looked at his combo, it didn't end with anything. It's the same replay, it doesn't end on anything. Yeah, I don't think anyone's actually got any combos to look at yet. Alright, now what do you ping me with? Watch this, okay. Alright, we've got a Shui combo. Normally when I look at his combos, they're not one card though. Normally does like 15 card combo tutorials, which are completely worthless. Let's see if he does it again for this combo. Is this one card or is this some 15 card combo thing? Alright, so just catapult. And then activates a second card in hand. Alright, I already lost interest. Alright. What's this one? Is this a one card? We're starting like 15 card combo again. Going second, opponent has 1+ monster on field. Show me a one card. Yes, a one card. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Summons this, tributes it off. Grabs the dude. Dude's grabbing the gear town. Grabs the catapult. Okay. Puts the gear town on the field. Catapult placing a token. Okay, summons a token. Pops the gear town, summons the wyvern. Wyvern grabbing the advance. I guess we're just assuming at this point our opponent isn't going to try to negate any of this. But I guess as soon as they use an effect, we get that trap card on field, right? There's the fusion. Making the ballista.
Card games on motorcycles!
Ballista grabs the tanker. Haven't even normal summoned yet, so we're just going to normal summon the tanker. Summon the wyvern back. Fuse up. Make big guy. And there's your Enfield. God damn. That's a lot of shit from one card. If at any point they interrupt you, you put the trap card on field and you're good to go anyway. That new trap card's gonna be disgusting. Holy. Inactivated card is what he searched for? Okay. We'll put him back on then. Oh, watch his replay. Okay. Yeah, this is one card. Not bad. Wait, I just clicked on the same guy twice. This one. Alright. So we're going to activate this, grab a catapult. Catapult, grabbing a dude. Dude grabbing a dude. What's this card? Target one HG and monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage. Don't tell me this is an FTK. No, stop. Stop what you're doing. I don't want to continue this. Stop. No, don't continue this. No. Please don't. No, please stop where you're going with this. For fuck's sake, stop. Stop FTKing. No. That's illegal. We only have one of these in the game. Thank God. Stop FTKing. No. And that is one way to make the deck go first, I guess. That is what you could do. I know there was one card though. Didn't they search one of these guys? Or they not had one of these dudes in hand? I can't see the other replay now, but didn't they have a dude in hand? Either way. Wasn't very many card anyway. It was disgusting is what it was. I like that other commenter's head. Apparently we only have one of these in game. I hope. Mate, it's acquirable with tickets. We don't only have one of these in game. We have multiple. Ain't no way we're FTKing with this, right? There's no way that this turn... There's no way this turn going first, it's just FTK, and going second, it's... You just get obliterated. No, stop. Please, no. I don't want... I don't feel so good. Mate, this is not possible. This card is set... This card is at 1? Isn't it? Which card's at 1, Marco? Because we've got multiple of this. Or is there limited to 1 card here somewhere? Exosister. What are you doing in here? Exosister combo in here. Okay. I don't know, blame. What, does he think this card's at 1? So I see this thing that says acquirable with tickets on my screen. Alright. Exosister. So this has to be 2 cards. We don't know if we're getting Martha, right? Overlay network with the skill. This dude grabs your Sakatama. Sakatama on these nuts. Summon Sakatama. Make an Xyz. Xyz detach grabs Ellis. Ellis can special summon itself. Overlay network to summon whatever. There's your dude. Dude searches for the trap. Which can be either trap, but you're probably going return here. Making your Magnifica. Then during your opponent's turn, Magnifica can banish a card. Then, if your opponent's using an effect, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can return this to the extra deck, summon out another Xyz, which then triggers the double banish from this if you want to. So that's 4 banishes on the opponent's turn. 1 from this, 1 from the monster you summon from it, and 2 from the trap. So 4 banishes on the opponent's turn. You could, even if you're against like something like Hero, and I think you wouldn't want to lose one of your Exosisters, right? I guess you just grab the other trap card against something like Hero. You kind of need this card's effect to resolve, otherwise you can't really do much, right? So it's basically a 1-card combo? 1-card combo? No, so you need to get 2 rank 4s on field. So you have to use the whole... You have to go to this card, right? Overlay control. Overlay... Because you still need to get the 2 other monsters on field. Right. Wait, let me look again. This one grabs the dude. And search that one Exosister. No, so you don't have a target for Oh wait, do you have a target for this? With the same level of hand or graveyard, so you could just target this card, right? Oh no, it cannot be special summoned. But I guess what if you just touch the other one? This one also can't be special summoned, so you can't do that. Is there no other better way to make a rank 4 then, with a card you can target? There's nothing particularly special about this other than the fact that it was a, that makes rank 4, that could, 1 card rank 4, right? Because then Overlay Network could just grab a level card from grave. Is the continuous overlay spell a mandatory staple? This thing? This thing comes from a skill to get for free. Anything that makes rank 4s does it just, yeah? Because surely you could make it, you could actually make it a 1 card then. Because the issue with this thing is you have to have an extra dude in hand to summon with overlay. But if you just had another level 4 in graveyard, then you could just grab it with overlay. And this is actually a 1 card then. And surely there's another card in the game and you just summon 2 level 4s to the field, surely. Rescue Rabbit? Rescue Rabbit's not great because it requires you to play normal monsters, so ideally no. Is this like Shark? Like, I know the Shark card can't do it because it probably locks you into water, but surely there's a card like Shark, right? It's like something like Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw can't be the only card of its kind that just summons a level 4 from deck. But you can literally use Buzzsaw for it. Is this summon a level 4? Exceeds logs? We're only Exceed summoning, are we not? Wait, we can just play Buzzsaw. You can just play Shark. This card literally does it. I thought this locked you to water, but it doesn't. It locks you to Exceed monsters. Oh, you can just play Buzzsaw. Because if you just replace these cards with Buzzsaw, just normal summon a Buzzsaw, summon a level 4, the chat to level 4, then you can just summon the dude that summons itself because you have an Exosister, and this card summons back a level 4 from graveyard, and just make it there. That's kind of crazy. So this deck does work without Martha. The Martha makes that so good though. Even with this skill, Martha's like so good because Martha is already a 1 card combo, right? If they disrupt your Martha, a single normal summon is still a 1 card combo. Is Aurora? Who's that? Is Aurora? Is Aurora? Oh yeah, the Magistus card. Yeah, this card can be used too. But someone's from hand, which is a little bit sus. Also takes extra deck space, kind of sus. Okay. Well, this deck's looking pretty good. What do we think the bundles are going to be, chat? Let's say in a world where it's not Master, what do you think there would be? Are we going to have multiple? It's only going to be one bundle. Who says it's going to be multiple? It might just be one card. What do we reckon? Vortex Dragon? Who the fuck is that? This is a pendulum card. God damn, it's a fucking one of the pendulum dudes. When this card's special summoning tile one opponent's face up attaches a monster, return it to hand. With spell trap card or monster effect activated, quick effect, you can shuffle one face up pendulum monster from your extra deck into the deck, negate the activation. Could be. And a gate for the pendulums. Baron to Fleur. Could be. Are you missing any ancient gear cards? Good question. Ancient gear. Are we missing anything from in here? The fuck is that? We're missing these Just this one, right? Whatever the hell this is. I don't think we're getting this, whatever it is, because it looks weird. I wish, man. Dude, surely. I mean, there's no real reason for them to add it now, but... Tornado, having a stroke. Tornado Dragon. Surely, it's about fucking time. It shouldn't even be a bundle, just give us the card. It should be in the game years ago. Maybe an Ancient Gear Fusion. We've already got Ancient Gear Fusion, as in the box. The Goose card? No. We don't need that card. No. We do not need that. Yeah, why is Tornado Dragon not in the game yet? Literally, why is this not in the game? For what purpose? Fuck's sake, just give us this card already. Crooked Crook. No. Why are you guys trying to add the toxic cards? Exceed the Pendulum. Who's that? Exceed the Pendulum. What the fuck is that? Is this like a remake of the other guy that we already have? Or we're already getting? They're kind of weird to get them both at the same time, but not. Working on Ancient Gear replay for turn 1? Alright. Haven't actually checked the other channels yet. Maybe someone in the Solfachord channel's got some interesting stuff to look at. Nope, okay.
Card games on motorcycle!
Why is there a channel called Beyond the Boober? Do I want to open this channel in my stream? Probably not. What's this? Hang on, hold up. New combo. New combo just dropped. We got Lemon with the turn 1 combo. Hold up. Alright, Lemon. Let's see what Lemon was doing. Grabs an advance. Advance. Going to be grabbing a catapult. Catapult. Dude. Summons dude. Grabs a Gear Town. Grabs another card. Grabs another card. Okay. Catapult destroys the token. The fuck was... What was that? Summons a commander. These two make IP Masquerena. Send to grave to get an extra summon. Grabs this guy who contribute himself. Summons this card and give you another normal summon. Summons another big guy. Make an Abyss Dweller. He can then banish himself for the trap card. So IP Masquerena, Abyss Dweller, can't be targeted on the turn they're summoned. And this card confused during the opponent's turn? Is that all it does? And still 2 cards in hand. I mean, that is a turn 1. That is certainly a turn 1. Odd Eyes combos? I don't think anyone's done any Odd Eyes combos. We can look. What's Earth Machine? Why have they got their own section now? What's going on here? Exosister. Oh, are you trying to play the Magista stuff? I find it really funny that Shark works with the deck though. It just seems really silly. I don't think the I don't think the pendulum stuff anyone's got any combos for it. Solfachord doing anything? Nah, no one cares. Wait, hold up. Solfachord combo. Hold up. New combo just dropped. See how many card combos Solfachord need. 2-card combo with a discard? Oh god. Fucking multi-card combo. Reveals 2 pendulum to add that dude. That dude grabs that dude. Scale, make a dude. There's a whole bunch of shit. Grabs a trap. That's it? That's it? Oh. Okay, well that was a combo. Multi-card combo for that. Oh no. Spirit. Oh yeah, Spirit's getting a skill, aren't they? Actually, that's something we could do. We go through the skills, right? I haven't gone through the skills on this stream yet. We forgot about the skill leaks that can disappoint us when they release the skill and we find out it's complete and utter garbage. Where are the skills at? Oh, I also wanted to look at this too on stream at some point, so we can look at that while we wait as well. We can even talk about the ban list again. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about. Ask all your guys' opinions on the ban list. I'm sure they're very good opinions. See the Melfi leaks? That stuff is kind of like not worth looking at because we don't even know if we're ever going to get that stuff or when it might come or whatever. I can't be really asked. I think it was this one that had these skill leaks. Alright, let's have a look at some of these skills we're getting. Like the Ancient Gear skill and stuff. So we haven't really talked about them. Why did you all spam Odd Eyes? Have I missed a combo or something you were spamming with those? Oh, DLM's been spamming me. Ancient Gear combo? Oh. Oh, hang on, hold up. Another Ancient Gear combo dropped. If you guys have any other combos you want me to show on stream, feel free to ping me in Discord and I'll look at them while we're waiting. Because we're basically gonna just chill on stream until the maintenance is finished, so we can see what the full leaks are. Because there might be some skill leaks and there might be some bundle leaks. So just gonna kind of chill and look at other combos and stuff while we wait. When's the next? Oh, funny you should say. When's the next Orcust video coming? Actually, we'll talk about that when we talk about the ban list. We'll talk about the ban list after this, and I'll show you my latest Orcust creation. Anyway, let's see what we're doing here. So I'll start the replay from scratch. All right. So Tanker, summoning Golem, Catapult, Gear Town. Popping, grabs another Golem. Wait, that's it? Wait, if that's it, we're in some dire situations if that's all we're doing. That is some dire situations if that's all we're doing. Yeah, we're talking about the skills, right? Where's the skills up? Now that's an Enfield. Alright. So, speed duel skills. Pendulum skill. Use each skill effect once per duel. At the beginning of the duel, add pendulum zones to your field. Reveal up to 2 pendulum monsters in your hand. Then add 1 pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. And if you reveal just 1 card, shuffle 1 card from your hand to your deck. That is a very good generic skill, actually. What the hell? Wait, isn't that just an insane generic skill for pendulums? The fuck? That is legit just search any pendulum card in the game. The hell? Wait, isn't that not just like crazy for just a random generic skill to be getting? The fuck? Like, this is the equivalent of if they just gave us like a skill that just said, reveal 2 level 4 monsters in hand to grab another level 4 monster from your deck. Or just like, something just searches any generic card that you're looking for. Like, that's just kind of crazy, right? So you just search whatever you want for. It's literally using Beyond the Boober effect again, yeah. Alright, let's see what this card does. This skill does. Use this skill second effect once per duel. At the beginning of the duel, add pendulum zones to your field. During this duel, you cannot normal special summon any special summon the extra deck. Any monsters except Magician, Pendulum, Odd Eyes, Performer, Power, and Predaplant monsters. Also, Odd Eyes, Venom can attack your opponent directly. Reveal one Odd Eyes in your hand, then set one of this dude from your hand or deck. And place one Time Gazer from outside your deck to your Pendulum Zone. Then you can add one Pendulum. Oh my fucking god. Does anything else? Wait, the skill just kept going. The shit just kept going, man. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna set this dude, give yourself a scale, add a card to hand. Just 3 cards right there. Just boom. 3 cards instantly. Okay, buddy. God. If pendulums still suck after receiving a skill that gives them +3, then bro, there's no hope for them. If the deck still sucks after this, there's no hope for them. There's no way a deck can just be like +3 cards and still be Garbo. Ain't no way, man. Okay. Soulburner and Flame. At the beginning of the duel, create 2 extra copies of random Sunlight monsters in your extra deck for each link rating 1 to 3. Yeah, blah 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 blah. On turn 2 and onward, pay life points, you have 100 left, and then draw 1 card. What? If on turn 4 you can draw 1 card for each 1,000 life points you paid? What the fuck is this shit? It's like gamblers, that old gambling skill from ages ago. Alright, what else we got? Ancient Gear. Use this skill second or third effects once per turn. You cannot normal or special summon, excluding special summons from the extra deck, any monsters except Earth Machine monsters. Reveal Ancient Gear Golem, or one monster that mentions it in your hand. Shuffle 1 card from your hand to the deck, then add one Ancient Gear monster from your deck to your hand. So it just trades 1 card for 1 card, so you can just search whatever you want to. This deck already seems incredibly consistent. I don't think it even needed this. It'd be consistent on its own. This shit just makes it even more fucking consistent. Shit's already crazy. During turn, your opponent activate a card or effect. Play this dude on field, which is the thing that makes your stuff immune, gives you a fusion summon. From your hand or deck to your field, you can conduct 2 normal summon sets this turn, which is also really good. God damn. So is the metaverse Ancient Gears just not do anything? Just be like, just go hardest, buddy. I don't want to respond to anything you're doing. Alright, what's Spirit's got? I actually haven't read this skill at all yet. You can use the skill's first effect once per duel. Shuffle 1 non-rock spirit monster from your hand to your deck. Then add 1 non-rock spirit monster from your deck to your hand. Then if only your opponent controls a monster, you can normal summon a non-rock spirit in addition to your normal summon set. Okay. That's a lot of spirit stuff. Search Amano, pass. I don't know what else you're gonna do with that. Doesn't seem all that great currently. That should be the... No, I'm after seeing that one replay and establishing that we can literally do full Exosister 1-card combo off of just 1 shark. If you use the like, legitimately 1 Buzzsaw shark is full double Exosister with trap card, which turns into the big Exosister. Like, often, if you just play the skill that gives you the continuous spell on field, that has to be the skill for the deck, right? That is so good. Man, your Exosister combo is pretty funny. Okay. There's better be some hard cooking. Let's see it. Bad Mima. What is this? Stop playing Springen. Stop. Why are we playing Springen? And I guess you can, if you really wanted to. What is going on? Okay, field spell that gives you an Exceeds dude. Brothers. Summons a dude. These make an Exceed. Search Ellis. Ellis can special summon. Have we not normal yet? We haven't normal yet. Okay. So why have we got the So we've done all this, but why have we got the springing cards here? Or do they serve a purpose, or they just here because you can? Sure, go your hardest. Unwarranted spring and hate with the fucking mad face. I love it. Yeah, like the fact you can do it for, because it's gonna be other discoveries, right? Alright, so next thing to talk about whilst you wait for the main. How long is the maintenance left? Still got a little bit, right? So you still got banlist and top 100 KC Cup to stall the time with. Still got another 55 minutes. Jesus. Where's Odd Ice? Hey, if you go into the dueling book right now and make me an Odd Ice combo to look at, I'll put it on the stream. You just go find one for me. 1 hour-ish. We've still got plenty of stuff to look at. So first of all, I kind of just want to randomly make a replay showing the Exosister combo with Shark. Just to make sure I'm not trolling myself. By the way, Orcust, by the way. Look at that later. So what do I need for that Exosister thing? What the fuck? Can I just clear deck? Clear deck. So what does that need? That needs... we need you... We just need to do the special summons, right? Actually, we only need Ellis. Shark. Where's Buzzsaw? Buzz. We need a fish level 4? What's a fish level 4, chat? Anyone got any good fish level 4s? I don't think it really matters which one, but... Random ass fish level 4? This guy can't summon itself, right? Right hand shark? Sure. Hand. Wait, can I not spell right hand? Wait, it's like this? Oh, it is. Sure. I forgot to put the actual Exosisters in here. The one that searches the monster, right? Where is it? We need you. Yeah, we need you. I think those are the only 3 we needed. And we need the spell card. What's the continuous spell called? I'm not building the full deck now. I just wanted to see if we can just make the replay and just pin it in Discord then for people that want to see it. What's the overlay control? Thank you. So that's all you did, Bryce. It's just this dude grabs this card. This is already on field. We make the Xyz, searches this. This summons itself. Overlay control on this. Bring back the monster. And you just make this dude. Oh, we can make a trap card too, right? Because wasn't there a trap card search involved in this? I forget. I actually need to make the Xyz that searches the trap card, right? So I'm missing an Exosister still. Missing the one that searches spell a trap. Is that this one? Oh no, Michaela searches the spell and trap. You do. So I need the Exosister trap. So just this one. Nice deck name. Okay, so you only need the shark. So this can be done with anything that just makes a rank 4. So you normal the shark targets himself, grabs this one from deck, overlay, makes the one that searches the monster, which is you, boom, detach, whatever, I don't think it matters which one, has to be a level 4. And we have an Exosister on field already, so we just summon you. And then we can use overlay, which is the targets a monster. the same level. So you can just grab this dude back. Overlay, make your dude. Does she need to attach to search? She does. I don't know which one, if it matters which one we're attaching, but we'll just attach you for now. Grab this. And there you go. And these two you can overlay into the bigger one. Isn't that kind of sick? Just a one shark. Does Buzzsaw summon from hand too? I think Buzzsaw does. No, Buzzsaw doesn't, surely. No, Buzzsaw doesn't. But like, the thing is about this combo is that so I'll just pin this in Discord, people that want it. Is that we're just doing this as a shark because this is the first monster that popped into my head because I've just been playing this in Master Duel. But there's got to be like a billion different ways to make rank 4s in Duel Links, right? So there's got to be a billion different ways you can do this that are probably better. The issue with Zorora is it summons from hand, not from deck. So you have to have like, that's not really one card, you have to have other card in hand, right? But Zorora does work, and it's not like you're not going to open Exosisters, so you can play Zorora. But that's just the first thing that popped to my mind, just happened to be this. But you can just play anything for rank 4s to do this. It's just the thing. So that's pretty exciting for deck building wise. Even just to play like Exosister as a package in something, right? Because can't you just, in any deck that can make a rank 4, you just make the thing that searches Returnia, right? You just have a banish if you want one. If you want one, I don't know. Artemis searches it? Yeah. Sue ships? Yeah, Sue ships could do shit like this if you wanted to. Sue ship Exosister actually sounds kind of fun. Full Sue ship combos with Exosisters landing on top of them actually sounds really fun. Yeah, Sue ship Exosister about to be really funny deck. Not gonna lie, that sounds hella fun. Alright, there you go. I've now contributed to the we've already seen this, someone doing it with Spriggans. Someone already posted that up here. We already saw it. That's already cool. I guess I'll post this in DLM if people are interested in there too. They like to cook over there. So they can do what they want with this information. There you go. Do what you want with it. Buzzsaw. Alright, so next, I think, because we've kind of had a replays to look at now. I think you guys have gotten enough replays for me to look at now. I think we'll look at some post-ban list stuff whilst you wait for the maintenance to finish so we can see what the bundles are. And what the completed skills are, because there could be some more restrictions on these skills too. Like they did with the Dark Lord skill, where they just completely killed the deck with one skill change, so you never know. So, ban list. What were your guys' thoughts on the ban list? Get some live reactions here, because I've obviously already made the video for this. But what was your guys' thoughts? So I guess we'll look at just the full one at the end. I don't do the full one at the end like they do in Master Duel. Oh, well, you've seen it anyway. We had the FTKs being banned, which is obviously fantastic. I don't think a single person is complaining about that. Outside of, I think, Mech Lord. I think Mech Lord complained about this one being banned. I think. I've seen some people memeing on him for that. Glue eating untouched? Yeah, that was pretty cringe, not gonna lie. I thought Hero should be giga deleted. Because it's weird, right? Because years and years ago, I don't know how long ago it was, there was a ban list they did for Dark Magician, and they specifically said that it was too popular on the ladder, that's why they nerfed it. It wasn't because it was meta, it was not being played in tournaments, it was complete dog shit, but it got a nerf because it was so unbelievably popular on the ladder, they had to nerf it, just to stop people playing it because it's ridiculous. Hero, I think, is at that stage as well, where even if it isn't the most best top tier deck in the game, it's literally every game still on ladder. I'm sick of it. I don't want to play against this deck every game for the next 6 years. you know? Because the deck is always going to be good enough to cog, right? Even if it's not top tier or whatever, best deck in game, it's still good enough to cog. And if it's good enough to cog and everyone was playing it, then we're just still going to see people continuing to play it, which is really annoying. So I'd prefer heroes just be deleted. Yeah, the FTKs being gone is good. That is good. The Hydra Dracostapelia. So the thing about this is I think that the nerf to 1 is also like gigantic, right? Only having 1 of this is pretty huge. I know most were already only playing it at 1, never mind. I just thought most weren't playing it at 1. Basically, there's a top 100 for this, wasn't there? I think. I think I can just search Predaplant. Actually, going through this list is kind of cringe. Where's the doc? This is a much easier way to look for things. He was on 2. I guess it's not mandatory to, I guess. He was on the trap as well, by the way. Wait, this guy's top 100 deck was only affected by cutting one of these. Otherwise the deck stays the same, right? You fuse him with its trap, so that does hurt. So how bad would it be for this guy to use this? Lose this, do you reckon? No Hydra. He wasn't playing Hydra anyway. There's no Hydra in here. He's just playing this. So the only thing that's being affected is this becomes limit 1, right? Because this is a top 100 list. This is from top 100. A nerfed version won a tournament yesterday? Oh god. A second is really important, the Predaplanet version? Okay. Okay. A nerfed version won a tournament yesterday. That must be the list we were just looking at, right? So this dude's first place. How many people? 47 player tournament, nerfed version of Predaplant already winning. Dear god. Okay. Well, it looks like Predaplant's still going to be living, which is good for our Predaplant players. I'm just glad the Kaiju's gone, personally. That was the most frustrating part, so it's good that's gone. Void Ogre Dragon nerf. What do we think about this one? I don't know what my thoughts are about this. I kind of think it's good, obviously, because of Resonator having this on the end field was kind of like... I think the deck was good enough without this on the end field as well, but having Void Ogre Dragon specifically is kind of rude for people that want to play this card. This card was played in other decks, right? I guess not many currently, but in the past it's been played in other things. Feels like Hero just got a buff. I mean, technically they did, because everything else got nerfed around them. I don't know how I feel about the Void Ogre nerf. I guess there wasn't really that much they could hit with the deck, because even when I was doing my banlist predict video, I had no idea what to predict to ban in here other than this. Like, I was pretty confident this would be hit, which is why I actually got that prediction right, but the other stuff I had no clue. It's like, it's such a, you don't want to hit the new cards, you don't want to hit the core engine pieces, so it's just sort of like, I guess this was the one that made the most sense. I guess not that many decks were playing Ogre, so it's probably fine. I think this is gigantic. I'd have to talk to I haven't messaged Paris in Discord to see what his thoughts on this are, because I'd like to see his thoughts on this. Because this to me seems absolutely like this seems like a fucking crazy nerf for the deck, no? This is actually crazy. I've noticed a lot of people, like on the TPC's thingo, they said, I think he had a little post on there actually. Recurrence was one of the strongest cards in the deck, and while many builds may have swapped to Fury or Fire, that card is nowhere near as good, so the hits will be felt. Sandman Great also had less great results in KC Cup, and I would expect it to drop more. Put a big comment on Mechlord's video. Have a look. What were his thoughts? There you go. Holy, what the fuck? What a massive comment. Wait, is this him? I mean, assume it is. What the fuck is going on here, man? Anyway, Eradicate to 0. Good change. Nobody played this unless he was using the FTK, so good riddance. Void Ogre to 1. One of the 2 clearly good hits here. The Resonator Ball was too good, and that nerfs it, sure. Tuning Gum to 1, technically also a nerf to the turn 1 of Resonator, but also nerfs they're going second. Not a fan of, but I guess it's okay. Limit 1 of the Lyrillist Fusion and Summon of Illusions. Obviously hits the Tindango FTK, and deck will simply switch to playing Floodgates, very cringe. The deck functionally doesn't change, it remains a deck that wins going first. If it doesn't get hand trapped and usually loses going second, overall miss the mark with these hits. I think this is not quite accurate because nearly like every deck was playing Droplet in KC Cup 100, and Droplet deals with the Floodgates. It doesn't deal with the FTK because you can chain the Droplet to the Floodgate, right? Unless I'm missing something. They might be able to flip in response to Droplet or something. I don't know. But if they can't do that, then I think Droplet kind of shits on it, which is very impactful because I'm almost certain like nearly all the decks in top 100 have Droplet in them. Majority did. Limit on Recurrence. This is the hit Konami should have done from the start if they want to nerf Sard. This is more impactful than the previous 2 hits the deck had received, and overall I'd agree with it. If they also had hit the deck with the skill change, which showed that it had an impact for the deck going from clear best to being 3rd best deck on the KC Cup, it would definitely impact the power of Sard, and I'm mixed on it. I doesn't have any, I was wondering what his actual thoughts on where it would end up. Like this like full on kills the deck or not. Transpear and Planet changing around. This effectively bans Hydra, which I don't see as the considering Predator Plant a very good gatekeeper who stops decks like Crystal Beast and Fleur from even becoming too good. These decks, things being that way, they go first to make about 4 or 5 disruptions, which the average deck can't pass over in text. I disagree with a lot with this sort of because he's saying it's a gatekeeper, which is true. That is it true that it was a gatekeeper, but I thought it was a bad gatekeeper because it meant that a lot of decks when they got released, like Crystal Beast, like he mentioned, were shit. Because the reason Crystal Beast was shit for so long, and the reason last KC Cup they did so well, is because Hero disappeared. And Hero's just superplaying their big monster, which they kind of need to, like, at least resolve or have on field to be able to, like, play properly. And Hero just deleted their big monster, and that was it. I didn't like the Predator Plant skill existing that stopped you playing the game, the Hero skill existing that deleted the, both those skills deleting a monster without response was so annoying, because it gate-kept a specific type of deck, which is, like, the big one boss monster try to protect it sort of decks. I don't like that you can't play them at the moment just because of those 2 decks existing or those 2 skills existing. So he seems to be the opposite opinion, but it's the same like take where like they're both it's a gatekeeping skill, and it's just whether or not you agree or disagree with it. Now that also struggle to go second into them, those decks will surely get more popular, and that is a bad thing. He also hates Floor. Unlimiteds, not too much to talk about aside from synchros. Yeah, sure. Alright. Why did Paris put so much more effort into a comment on fucking Mechlord's video than the fucking TPC like tier list impact thing? Or the ban list impact. Dude puts 1 comment on here and writes a fucking paragraph here. The fuck? What is that about? Like Mechlord called him out? What the? That's fucking hilarious though. Oh, sorry, there's the most important comment on here. We haven't even seen the most important one yet. The Norrentio comment. Hold on, we've got to zoom in on this one. This is a very meaningful comment. Hold up. Here we go. You ready for this guys? Hold up. This is a great comment. Norrentino. Resonator lost 1 end board piece and it's targeting protection, but it's far from deck. Yes. What did he mean by this, though? What exactly did he mean by this? But it's far from deck. Yeah. This is a tricky one. But it's far from deck. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I always love some TPC comments. Yeah, he fat finger. He meant to say dead. It's like the top voted one, fuck's sake. Alright. But then we have the most important part of the ban list. Actually, I got 2 pings on Discord, hold up. Some might have pinged some more combos to look at. Hold up. More combos? That's not a combo, buddy. Combo using just the requirements for the skill with a full hand can end fairly commonly on Collier Link and Collier Pen Scale. Okay, let's see it. Let's have a look. Alright, so just having the requirements for the skill, which is apparently just 2 Solfachords, I think. Build 2, add 1. Okay. This describes the Coolia, the Kool-Aid. What the fuck? This is beyond the pendulum. Summons 2. Grabs the field spell. Grabs the link 3. Recycles. With just the reveals and the card added, you can get an Omni Negate that summons a pop. I don't know, that sounds pretty arse as well. I mean, Omni Negates are pretty good, I don't know. Seems pretty arse though. But thanks for sharing anyway. I'm not really sure what how good Solfachord's gonna be. He used up a lot of their hand too. That was like a two card reveal, so loses to hero, unfortunately. Classic. Alright, so now I want to show was the most important part of this ban list, the unbans. So we've had obviously we had the Armageddon Knight, which I'll show a dueling book combo for Orcust in a moment with this. We had Lost Wind, no one cared about. This card is weird. I wasn't really not sure about this card being unbanned. This was such a weird one. It's like, how long ago was this even considered like a top tier deck? Like, it was literally like last year or less than a year ago, right? Lost Wind's going to be annoying. Lost Wind's not going to change much, I don't think. It's like a glorified chalice. What's like a Leviathan? Like, Leviathan wasn't, like, was considered top tier not too long ago, right?
Card games on motorcycles!
If it was less than a year ago, it's so weird to unban the card now. Like, it was literally, I don't know. I don't think I agree with this one. This one, it probably won't do anything, but it's just kind of weird how many times this card has appeared meta-relevant in Duel Links. Like, it wouldn't take much for this to be meta-relevant again. As soon as they bring in a new dragon-level skill, this card will obviously appear in that. You won the last non-meta tournament barrel in D&D, well, there you go. Fusion Deployment. I thought this was for Branded, but I guess Branded might come in the next box. Rapid Trigger, sure. This dude, sure. This card should never have been limited, because we don't actually have cards for this. I saw a lot of people commenting on my ban list video. This is now an Infernity card. So Infernity not only got 2 Launcher, but they can now play Caesar. Infernity ending on Caesar, huh? God, I hope people don't start playing Infernity again. That deck was actually cancer. Unicorn, Salad. These two are hella interesting. I want to see if any fluid combos can use Shooter Rising. Because the Croc's easy, you just put in place the level 9 stuff, but the Shooter Rising is a lot harder to make combos for. This card's really good. I just wonder what exactly people will do with this. It's such a good card, though. Oh yeah, because of the skill 3 launcher, true. And more than one launcher is also really important because of how their combos work. Because it's not like a consistency thing. More launcher is more times they can combo, because they can grab their spell more often and use it more often. So it's actually pretty insane. We don't need more fluid combos? Yes, we do. So where was the, let me have a look. Actually, I don't want to go on here. I want to show it from just in here. So I messed up this combo slightly, but it's fine. I messed it up at the end because I forgot that... Dude, why is Underworld Goddess a card that has literally got Underworld in the name a light monster? Who did that? Who designed that card? Why'd they make it Underworld but don't make it a light monster? Whose idea was that? Anyway, so this is a Fleur combo. Crazy, right? Me making a Fleur combo? Never seen before. Alright, 3 cards in hand, just an Armageddon Knight. Just whatever cards, no matter what. So just a 1 card combo. Sends your horror. Puts this dude on field. Obviously this dude make this card level 6. 6 to 8. Make your 8. 8 can summon the 2. Well, and the 1. Grabs the 2 of them. These 2 become your IP. You can revive the bulb. These 2 become your level 9, so you got your Crocodile. Crocodile draws a card. You don't really need to make Crocodile for this. If you want to make some other sort of synchro setup, it might be better. Crocodile just wanted to show off because it's a newer... This card just got unbanned, and this card is really good, so... Might be worth playing, not sure. That's had the potential to screw up your combo, though, by drawing into one of the cards you're trying to mill, but anyway. Banish the Horror. Bring the Nightmare. This dude swaps out for the skill, so it goes to grave. Then you can send it, banish it, grab the dude, banish it, summon the dude. These 2 become your dude, recycle, field spell, end on Dingirsu, add back guard. Then during the opponent's turn, and I messed this up because I thought Underworld Goddess was a dark monster, so ignore the fact I'm summoning it here. Because you could just use this card's effect to pop a card on field, then Underworld Goddess using it, because this card doesn't really have a use after it's already discarded. So you can use this for Underworld Goddess, just use these guys. But yeah, I was showing that you could summon half, and then I was going to do an Underworld Goddess with this, but you obviously can't do that. Yeah. But same diff, you just wouldn't have this dude on field anymore, and you'd have another Orcust here. So it ends on quite a lot of disruption, because you have this dude being a pop 1, this dude being a send 1, IP Masquerader into this is a remove 1, and of course Underworld Goddess is also a can't use graveyard. And this was all off a 1 card combo from Armageddon Knight. Yeah, as I was saying, this card, you could still summon this card, you just had to use the Croc, because I messed up thinking this was a dark monster. You just use the Croc, you wouldn't summon the horror. Use the horror after you've summoned this. Because yeah, it was a slight mistake there with the thinking this was a dark monster, but you can still summon this, you did summon it beforehand using the Croc, which Croc doesn't matter once you've already used its pop effects, you just pop something with it, then do your IP summon. Shouldn't this also work with Scrap Recycler? No. Scrap Recycler, unfortunately, can't make this card because of the way it works, because you get to level 3, you put the level 2 on field, it can only go up to 7, so you can't go to the 8. And the issue with that is you can do it if you then swap out your monster for level 8 with the skill, but you notice in this specific combo I just used, I had to swap out for this to get this dude in graveyard. So, yeah, the combo doesn't work. You'd have to do it in a different way. You have to end on you'd have to
Card games on motorcycles.
You have to probably go through Linkaribo and summon like the level 7 synchro on field or something instead. You destroy that end board. Congratulations, buddy. Thanks for clarifying. Any IP alternatives? Not really. Without IP, you're not really ending on anything. Yeah, you can make Charge Warrior into Clear Wing, that kind of stuff if you wanted to, but then you're drawing more cards. Drawing cards is super sus when you've got bricks in your deck that if you draw into them, they kill your combo. Bro, summon me using Harp Horror. Yep. Alright. Wait, I'm running out of stuff to stall the stream with whilst we wait for the maintenance to finish so we can check what the things are. How am I just stall the stream more? I guess we can look at some top 100 decks. Most of you guys probably haven't actually looked through the list yet, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at some top 100. I'm trying to on ice combos a hard without Vortex, Absolute Dragon. Oh, you trying to make some? Shit. Dude, the thing is, I could have done like, if it wasn't specifically a maintenance, I could have done like a post-banlist dual room now just to wait, but we can't because it's actually specifically a maintenance. Alright, so these were the top 100 for you guys that didn't see them. We had Lyralisk managing to sneak in to rank 100, now not being allowed to use this card anymore. And can't even normal summon Crow for their combos, which is pretty funny. Pokemon Pocket Reveals? Nah, not on this, not on the Yu-Gi-Oh stream. We got RDA. Another Lyralisk player, actually. God, Hero is so gross, man. And they're gonna keep doing this too. This is their ideal gameplay. Why didn't we delete this deck? Or at least delete this card, man. We're just going to play against Floodgate Simulator. Draw 4 into Floodgates. Very fun. Dinosaur. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure most of the Dinosaur players' win rates weren't that great. Let me have a look. This guy have his win rate? No, I didn't show his win rate, I don't think. So I'm pretty sure the win rate for dinos wasn't particularly fantastic. Crystal Beasts look like they're playing the Trap Tricks monster, which is kind of cool. There was actually 8 Crystal Beast players in top 100, I think. Isn't there a chart up here, I think? Oh no, only 6. Never mind. There was 6 Crystal Beasts in top 100. Isn't that kind of nuts? Just randomly. I'm pretty sure that's because Hero got nerfed, because Hero was kind of not nerfed. Hero got dicked by everything else. There wasn't as many heroes, which kind of stopped the whole just pulling your overdrive, which is kind of rude. Subterra. Oh my god, Subterra after this ban list is going to be absolutely disgusting, man. Dino wins are probably close to 50-50. Most Dino win rates, I think, were like 54, 55%, which is not great. And we can actually just check. You can look through the Dino players in here. I just looked up bookmarks, did Control F. There's one here. Hold up. No Twitter for this one. There's Twitter for this one. And this guy's fairly high ranked, so surely this guy had a decent win rate. Yeah, this guy's was decent. 59 isn't bad. So it does show that the dinosaur is capable of having a high win rate. Or higher, at least. Because anywhere close to 60 is decent. So when it starts getting lower than that, when things are a little bit like, you know... I'm not saying that, not trying to take away their hard grind or anything, but I think when you start playing like 400, 500 games of these KC Cups, it's a bit extreme. I think anything over 300 is also pretty extreme. I don't think any other list showed win rates. Oh no, there we go. He showed down here. Oh no, he didn't. Never mind. Looks like only one of the dinosaurs showed his win rate. Great. Dino be top tier? Maybe. I think that a lot of the Dino players, like I said, were all playing just a billion games, which does end up leading you to being top tier KC Cup. I don't know. The first one was 55? Okay. Yeah, 55 is like roughly what, 310 or 20 games needed for top 100 with that, which I don't think is... My ideal world for KC Cup would be they add a limit to it for flat 200 games max, or somewhere around that. Yeah, 350 games total. So I think if they had a flat cap, it makes the cut so much more skillful. She played over 300 games, my god. I'm not trying to take away their, like, the people that hard grinded, because if you're grinding that much, you deserve your result for grinding that much. But I'm just saying, if they want to have, like, a more skill-based result sort of cup, they should have a cap on it, so the people with the higher win rates end up being at the top, rather than the people that are willing to play 300, 400 games type stuff. Yeah, I think it should just have a cap. Cap at 200. So you see some win rates of some of the players, and there was people in here with, like, I wish there was these. Normally when they do these, like, these Excel sheets, they show their win loss, but there was someone in here that had, like, 117 games or something really low, some ridiculously low number. I'm pretty sure it was in this one. There's been some absolute, like, you get some insane results in top 100, and those guys are, like, those are the, like, the deck lists and players you want to look out for. Insane win rates in top 100 is crazy. So yeah, I'm pretty sure even first place had a pretty insane amount of games played. Yeah, fucking hell, man. Like, that's a decent-ish win rate, 58, but my god. Like, come on, man. Fucking hell. 400? How are we competing with that? 350, 60%? $250, 64%? Like, that's a good win rate. Holy. And that's more getting close to the sort of game amount that I think's alright. The, like, 64, the 200, 250-ish. Let's see, what about this? Oh, this goes to a weird website. I don't know if I want to click on this. Am I getting a virus? What the fuck is this? Oh, there's nothing on there anyway. I think we'll stick to the Twitter links. Oh, like, look at that. Now, this is like, god damn, man. Look at this. 170 games, and he had nearly a 70% win rate. Now, this is a good fucking result. This is the kind of stuff I want to see in top 100. God damn, that is a result. This is why they should have a cap. 100%, this is why they should have a cap on the KC Cup results. Because you can get results like this. We're like, yeah, this guy was crazy. What's he playing? Salad, I assume. Yeah, he's playing Salad. You can see the little Salad UW. Look at Paris. Where did he place this time? Oh, he's down there. He's number 9. We'll check Paris in a moment. I just clicked a DLM. Duel Links meta fucking thing? This guy know over Twitter? He has a Twitter. Okay, no actual result on the Twitter though. Yeah, this is fairly decent-ish, the 250-ish games. I think 250 would be a good number. Because a lot of these people getting, a lot of these like 60-ish plus% win rates were around about 250 games, which is a good number. So I think maybe 250 is sort of the cap I'd look for. Why'd I click this one? Paris was next, right? What did he end up on? Yeah, look at this dude's results. Look at Paris's results, man. Under 130 games, 76% win rate. Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, this guy's result and the other Salad result just are so telling of, like, what... Like, those players are nuts. Paris is crazy. The other dude was crazy, too. The other 70% win rate guy. That's crazy fucking results. Paris will win Worlds? Maybe. Hope he does, because he's who I'm going to vote for the thingo when the thing comes out. Oh god, this is another weird website. I don't know if I trust these guys. 66%? Predaplan? Where'd the picture go? It's in here somewhere, but I'm kind of scared to click these pictures. I don't know, this website's sus. But that guy had a decent Predaplan result, which is another pretty skill-based deck. Resonator and Subterra. Oh my god! Like, these are the no flame to this guy, but fuck me, man. How is this allowed for top 100? Like, come on, dude. Any non-sides up high win rate? We just saw that Predaplant guy had a decent win rate. It was like 66%. Was popping off. But like, come on, man. No one's competing with this shit. This ain't real. That's not real. You can't compete with that. Like, props to the guy for putting in the effort, but fuck off. Fuck off. This guy's got no thing, eh? This guy's got no win rate either. Show your win rates, guys. I want to see who's popping. Salad seems to have the highest win rates, but that one Predaplant guy was popping off too. I'd like to see like Gemini stuff too. Maybe what did the Gemini do? Like, how many games did he play? Another Subterra? Nah, no win rate again. Ooh, here we go. This is a Resonator player with a high win rate. Most of the Resonators I saw didn't have insane win rates. This guy's was nuts too. Only 160 games played, 66% is crazy. Bro had an 11 game win streak at some point too. That's pretty nutty. I see this guy in Grands tournaments all the time, I think. 60%. Yeah, I think if I was going to do a rule for KC Cup, it would be 250. Because a lot of the 60% win rates are just below 250. These posts are protected. Wow, thank you. 58%. Alright, let's try to find the interesting decks though, like Crystal Beast and stuff. Oh, it's not even showing full results. How'd the Gemini players do? Ooh, Gemini with a decent result too. There you go, Gemini's doing alright. You ever think about playing Grand or Quantum tourneys? I don't really like playing in tournaments that require Discord stuff. I think, does Quantum do some point battles occasionally? I think he might do them. Those point battles might be okay playing them, but I don't like going through Discord and messaging people and interaction, you know? I don't want to do that. If I just sign up and play, I'm down for that. Ooh, Crystal Beast did alright too. Oh, this was the gross version where the whole idea is to get this in the extra monster zone and make it unaffected. And your opponent can't do shit. You just shuffle their field during the end phase. Disgusting combo. If you get it off. Also helps going second too, of course, because this can search for the negate. Actually disgusting combo. Rank 40 with Lyralist. I'd like to see how many games that took. Hero player? Oh, he's got no win rate on this one. Tri-Brigade. Roughly 60%. Nice. I really like Saravis in this meta. It was so good. All Resonate's Enfield is targeting. What is... Hang on, hold up. Is that a Springen and Star Seraph? Hold up. Check out the Star Seraph first. Oh, he's not showing any games he played. Look at your Star Seraph. You're 90% sure you faced me in stage 2? If it was on the first day, I guess it might be technically second day for you guys, I'm not sure. No. It was on the Saturday for me, so that's probably the Friday for some of you guys? I'm not sure, because I only played one of the days. But I did play 100 games on that day, so... You might have faced me on those, and you might not have. What was the other guy I was looking for? The Springen, right? Top 100 Springen? Oh, he had a decent win rate too. Flat 150 games. Hey, what was his deck list? Oh, here you go. The triple Nibiru. Damn, Springen actually kind of good. This guy's showing Springen's actually a decent deck. There's a Tin Dangle in here? Yeah, there is. Where's the Dangler? There it is. Oh god. I hope he shows how many games he played. Oh, he doesn't show it? Damn. I want to see this one of those 500 plus match game kind of thing goes. Oh, Xeodus point powers, okay. Alright, any other interesting lists you guys wanted to see from in here? I think we just about covered them, right? Just about covered all the interesting stuff. And the crazy win rates. Paris's win rate is so fucking bizarre. It's actually insane. 77%? No one was even close. We saw some people that were like around 70-ish. But no one was at 77. It's just a bizarre result. This guy needs a nerf. 10 minutes left on maintenance? Oh shit, we need to stall for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes more of stalling, boys. What we got? Got a ping on Discord, hold up. It's on DLM. Hold up. New ping. A Legal Ancient Gear combo? What is it? What is the Legal Ancient Gear combo? Advanced Search Catapult, Normal Statue, Statue Trooper, Dark Golem, add Gearbox, add Wyvern, discard Catapult. What's the end on there? Ends on IP, Dweller, and 2 cards. This deck does seem like we're just going to be activating Divine fucking whatever it is. Just defend ourselves and don't die for a turn. I think that might be the real play for this deck. Just don't die for a turn. The Orcust you built? Oh, there's an Orcust in there? Was there? Wait, did I miss an... No way I missed an Orcust. What? Who was playing Orcust? There's no Orcust in here. Unless I'm blind. I think we need to go through the old Ancient Gear structure deck. I mean, we've seen what's in the box. You probably have to get some of the old cards, right? Like you definitely have to get some cards that are already in the game. Like Gear Town's used all the time in all the combos. Gear Town's used a lot. Gear Town and like the box, wherever you get the box from. Wyvern's not in here, is it? You need Wyvern. You're gonna need Gear Town. You need Ancient Gear box. What's your favorite chapter in Space Marine? Any of the Tyranid ones? Wait, that's missions. I don't fucking. My brain doesn't understand the question. I don't remember because I don't know what is this chapter referring to, like what the missions in the campaign? Because I don't fucking remember them. I play a lot of the operations though. Heresy. Heresy. We hope we get an Ancient Gear skill that's not Archive. We are getting Ancient Gear skill. I don't think it'll be Archive. It'll 100% be the Ancient Gear character, right? I have no reason not to. Will I ever destroy the Phantasm's box? Oh, it's in a box? Ooh, I might have to go into multiple boxes for this. But to be fair, isn't that card ancient now? Surely Wyvern's on the skill chip, right? Or box chip, right? There's got to be box chip by now. There ain't no way. This card is fucking decades old. Also, it is in the structure deck too. It's in the structure deck. You just get the structure deck. You'll be fine. Let's try to go reprinted year. Boys, we need 10 more minutes. Just 10 more minutes till the maintenance so we can see what cards were in the, what we're getting. The final 2 cards or 1 card we're getting. No, we don't know if we're getting Martha. There's a high chance of Martha being the bundle card, which is why we're still on stream. So we're waiting for the bundles. Let's drop in 5 minutes. 5 minutes to get to see what bundle cards drop. And hopefully we see a Martha, though I think the deck's probably functional without Martha, just because of skills. But Martha will be a massive boost. Because the thing about Martha is, it doesn't require a normal summon. So you can try to do a Martha combo. If your opponent interrupts it, then you can do a normal summon and just combo that way instead. Martha will be a massive boost for the deck. Especially helping it going second. Because currently there's no like skill to help going second, so it's relying on its own resources. Going first, I don't think you have to worry. The deck's kind of terrifying. Like, what deck doesn't have to use the graveyard in order to play the game currently? Oh, Subterra doesn't actually, right? Fuck, another reason Subterra's catching so many W's recently. Wait, Subterra is actually just... Subterra doesn't use the graveyard, right? They can if they want to with the hand trap, dude. But they don't have to. Because, like, everything else he uses graveyard, right? Graveyard, definitely graveyard, Miracle Fusion, graveyard. This deck is probably not going to exist anymore, but also uses graveyard. This deck is... Subterra catching so many W's. Will Exosister be meta? The only thing that will keep Exosister from not being meta is maybe if we don't get Martha with the bundle, and if... Well, we're not getting a skill for it, because there wasn't a leaked skill, unless there's another skill being added that wasn't leaked previously. And no skills for decks does hurt them a lot. We saw that with Tri-Brigade, because until Tri-Brigade got its skill, it was kind of rough. The post-banlist resonator list, I don't think they're going to change much. They're just going to be minus the 2 cards and replace them with fucking whatever else. It's just because it still does the same shit. What did I just click on? I just click Predaplant. Here you go, we look at these two. Here you go. The deck's not going to change much. It's just going to be minus the 2 cards. Same shit. So I'm now playing 2 of this dude. This guy was playing... Oh yeah, this guy can Floodgate Tri-Brigade. You can now set this up. If you want, instead of doing that other dude, you can make this, which makes it so that if you need Winged Beasts or whatever, Buster Dragon turns everything to dragons, so this is technically a Floodgate for those decks. So, sure. But it's mostly the same stuff. Yeah, we've talked about Ancient Gears. Ancient Gears seems absolutely crazy going second. It's just turn 1. They don't really have much of a turn to do. So that deck might end up being the 10 pie of Duel Links, because it seems like it's just going second just decimates you, but going first doesn't really do much. But you can sort of skip the turns if you just played like Divine, whatever it's called, or not Divine, whatever those trap cards are that just stop you taking damage. Rainbow Life, fucking the Limit 2 card, this card, Kite Roid. You do lose 2 cards, like from this card and the discard, but then if everything's just a 1 card combo, it won't matter anyway. What I think of the new Striker card? Well, Striker's not in a very good place at the moment, but that card is just really good in general for Striker. Obviously. Because it just gives Striker another removal source, right? But I don't think that's what was... The thing with Striker was, I don't think they're lacking removal as they're, like, the reason they suck right now. I think it's just every other deck in the game is just at a power level that's a bit too high for Striker to deal with in general. I think 1 removal source was what was keeping Striker out of being relevant, you know? The card's obviously good in Striker. Like, it's not a bad card. It's just another removal source for them. It helped them OTK more too, but yeah. They're not surviving turn 1 currently. I don't think. I'd be surprised. The bundle will be Borrowload Savage Dragon. Now that is some cope. Is this auto-lose going second, auto-lose to Nibiru? Don't auto-lose to Nibiru. This trap card by itself is already enough to deter a lot of decks. Just if you activate this, put 2 dudes on field, like, that is already really irritating. Or 2, whatever. Yeah, I guess it'll be these 2. You just put 2 dudes on field with this, that is already irritating. Like, you get Nibiru'd, you still have this trap card, you just set this trap card during your opponent's turn. As soon as they try to summon something from graveyard or banish something from graveyard or whatever, just summon 2 dudes, instantly exceed summon 2 monsters. Like, Nibiru doesn't even kill the deck. Like, Nibiru is good, because it would stop you having your end field up, but this trap card by itself is fucking terrifying. I wonder actually how many copies of this trap card we're going to run. So I saw some lists in the Exosister channel. Oh. Yeah, you can actually play like you can play like Suship, Exosister, which would be funny as shit. So there's a couple of deck lists in here. Are we not playing it? Really? Oh god, the Magician. Oh god, these guys are actually really good for it. Oh, Perform Power is so good. Wait, does the Perform Power skill locks you into Spellcaster, right? You can just play Perform Powers with this shit. How's the Perform Power skill work? Fuck, can't you just play Perform Power with this shit? That skill is crazy. Oh, that'd be disgusting. Okay. Surge of logins. Surely Perform Power is a better option than just a continuous spell skill. It's on the wrong monitor. Get back over here. Let me in. A lot of people ain't playing it at 1. I think you want to play more of it, no? Like at least 2? Maybe you don't play 2 of it. Alright, let's have a look. We're in. Fucking Brad's already sent me the 2 of them. God damn it. Oh no, I don't want to check the general, Brad. I've already oh, why'd you send me that? I could be more disappointed now. Now I'm disappointed before I even clicked them. Oh wait, are they not showing on screen yet? Oh, they're not showing in here yet anyway. Oh, well, Brad's got me. Hold up. No, can I open this in a fucking tab? No. What the fuck is this? What has this got to do with the new box? Why? What's this got to do with the new box? We got what in the trader? Wait, what did we? Oh yeah, so the other one was this, which is what Sound said earlier. But this is such a random one to have. What the fuck? Well, someone just said we got Chronicle chips in this trader. What the fuck does that mean? What is a Chronicle chip? Alright, get off my screen. Oh, burger. The fuck? Oh, this is the it's just the legacy jewels. Wow, legacy. Wow. Very pog. Do you think? Oh, do you think they actually showed the? Do you think they showed the FTK? Not KC card points. I want to see the I'm just gonna check that in here. Looks like, where's the stupid? Take me back to the world. I want to see what featured decks they had this time around. Okay, Resonator. Subterra. Dude, I want to see the FTK in here. Tri Brigade. Gemini. Dino Fleur. We saw that deck on the website. Come on, where's the FTK? You can't hide it from us, guys. Striker, this is cap. Striker and Agile Dino, they're hiding the FTK from us. What the hell? Oh, there it is. Wait, they didn't show the FTK version. The one that actually got top 100. They hid the FTK version. The hell? What the fuck, Konami? We had a top 100. Why didn't you show that one? Why are we showing this and not the top 100 one? Sus. Very suspicious there, guys. Alright. What's this fucking trader thing you were saying? Chronicle Trader. What the fuck does that mean? Where's my trader, man? Trader, man? What the fuck is this? Exchanging will give you an option, a random item from the list. Each appears with equal probability. Out of stock items, examples, there are 2 left. Okay. Crystal, Aura, Starlight, Full Starlight, Silver, Gold, Rainbow. Wait, no, what is this? Aren't these, isn't this the exclusive Casey Cup ones? Wait, why are these available in here? Haven't they just completely ruined the Casey Cup rewards? Wait, why'd they do this? Hasn't this just completely devalued the people to get the rank like top 10 Casey Cup? The fuck? Isn't this like, wasn't the Casey Cup top 10 red? Or was it not red? Why would they do that? That's fucking ass. They should actually remove that immediately. That's stupid. This should be exclusive top 10 Casey Cup reward. This name color. That shouldn't be something you can just get for playing. Yeah, that should actually be removed. I don't know why they've done that. Oh, top 10 was blue. Yeah, these two should be gone then. I don't know why they've done this. Actually, that's stupid. These should be exclusive Casey Cup rewards. That just devalues them entirely. Fucking dumb. Now the actual only ones remaining is just the sticker, right? Anyway. Oh, surrounded chips in inbox? Gamba time? Gamba on stream? Oh my god. I love Gamba. Holy Gamba time. Yeah, it's actually really disappointing they did that. I hope they change their mind on that at some point. They shouldn't do that. That was one of the coolest things about the KC Cut rewards is you get the exclusive stuff. It's not exclusive anymore, kind of like, you know, turns the results back into being worthless like they used to be. Alright. Let's see what we're getting here. Huge trade coming in. I don't even know what I want. Probably one of the new ones, like the rainbow, the purple. What the fuck does purple look like? Green. I'd say. Boom. Starlight. I mean, Starlight's good, but I've already kind of got him, you know? Oh, it's Crystal. Yeah. Crystal's like, yeah. Silver? Oh, that's ugly. Come on, I'll get better than that. Come on, give me one of the new ones. Come on, one new one, one time. One time new one. One time. Please, come on, just one time. One time new one. Any of the new ones. Something I don't have yet. Something cool. Really? Really? Fucking really? The same one again? Are you fucking kidding me? Brother. All these options and it gives me a duplicate. Fuck you. Rainbow is crazy. I'm glad you guys are looking at what rainbow looks like. I'll never know. I'm too busy getting my silver borders up in here. Great. I can't wait to get a new silver fucking thingo to one of my fluor cards. Alright, who in here wants a new silver border? Who haven't we given stuff to yet that I'm likely to use in the future? Probably the small worlds, actually. I think the small worlds need pimping. Alright, time to pimp out some small worlds. It's time for the small worlds to get pimped. Small world. Alright, I guess they can have the silver borders. There you go, you can have one of these. Doesn't even look that good on spell cards. But I need to get in the borders so that in the future I can get the actual rarities for them, you know, from using the cards. I can't unlock the rarities until I've actually used them. Oh, new box in announcement? Nice. One more small world. Do I give the crystal? I don't really care about crystal. Is there any extra deck monsters I haven't done in Floor yet? That really is deserving. Oh, Underworld Goddess. Ooh, Crystal Underworld Goddess? That sounds pretty nice. Hell yeah. Might have to give her a border at some point too. Because Crystal Underworld Goddess is a kind of nice card. Where are we? Underworld. I have 4 Underworld Goddesses. 4 Underworld Goddesses, but only 1 Nibiru. Oh man. There we go. That actually looks kind of nice on Link Monsters, no? Make sure we got all the proper ones in here. Gotta keep pimping out the floor deck till it's completely pimped. Look how many of these I've gotten to the this rarity now. I got so many of these in Casey Cup. I also got my first Destroyer. I got a destroyed version of this now. Although it's really shit. I haven't got the upgraded version yet. It's kind of rare. This thing? Yeah, I finally unlocked my damaged, but I've only got the border one, which is kind of lame. I want to get the full card art damage. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, poor man's Ghost Rare. You got a Starlight? Sunk my balls, buddy. How about that? So I assume, just a bold prediction, that this event will award us with the new chip, I'm guessing. Let's have a look at the rewards. I don't care. Give me the rewards. Is the new chip in here? Wait, it's not. Oh, that's a sick icon though. Holy. Wait, the new chip isn't it? Wait, how are we unlocking the new chip then? The fuck? How are we unlocking the new chip? Oh, some new cards leaked on DLM? What up? Someone told me to check general chat. What the? What? Oh, that purple looks sick. Oh, that looks nuts. Dude, the rainbow with purple looks sick. Wait, I want that. Oh, that looks so good. Rainbow with purple is nuts. Damn, with the Melfi, it looks crazy, that combo. That looks awesome. That is a pimped card right there. Dude, I want the purple name now, though. That's sick. Man, I get silver borders and you guys get this crazy shit? God damn it, man. First draft from an Odd Eyes. Hang on, hold up. I'll check out the leaks in a moment. Oh, Rainbow looks sick. Fuck. Alright. Perform power, putting some dudes. God, just 3 plus 3, by the way. Fucking skill. What are we ending on, though? Because you are locked into certain things there, right? Turn 1 Enfield. That's not really a whole lot if it's just these two. Because this card doesn't do anything on field, right? That's not enough for an Enfield, I don't think. That was only like 1 card, right? And the deck does really lock you out of summoning stuff, so maybe you can't end on too much with the deck anymore? I don't know. That's not going to be enough in current meta to win a game, I don't think. Alright, new leaks to look at. Forgive me if I know nothing about pendulum summoning. Yeah, where leaks? This one? The hell? What is it? What the? Was this from the skill? That is from the skill, right? We're not just getting Owl Mirage randomly. Invoked? Is this an invoked card? Wait, this is the invoked card. This is what you normally use to make turn out. Wait, I swear you normally use this now with the Alistair thing, Alistair combos, right? Wait, it takes a link monster. Because normally you would go for make the link 1 into this, right? Wait, how is this used in Alistair? I swear Alistair used to use this for something. How'd that combo work? Oh, because you just make Owl Mirage into this? Because it's a Cyburst? Is that the combo? You get the fire and the light for both Macabre and for Fireman, right? Yeah, that's how that worked. Invoked combos. Rainbow theme? Fuck you. Fuck you, buddy. What does this card actually do? Until turning your attachment material from this card until I'm facing monster to the field. That tie is unaffected by card effect except its own to the end of this turn. Once you just summon this, target itself with 4,000 defense. Is this the Ancient Gear turn 1? We somehow get this on field in defense position and make it unaffected. I mean, honestly, a 4,000 defense unaffected monster is quite annoying to get rid of. What decks even get over 4,000 attack? I guess Resonator gets over it. I mean, Resonator gets over it. Predaplant can't kaiju anymore, so they can't get rid of it. Salad can't get over it. Gemini can't. Hero... Can Hero? Hero get a lot of attack. Actually, Hero can get over it, I think. Maybe. That's a lot of defense. Can't be super polite, but that's actually a kind of a... Oh yeah, Raymond Ace is 4,500, yeah. So there are quite a few matchups that can get over it, but Salad can't. There might even be enough, There might be some matchups where you just summon this thing in some decks. That'd be kind of funny. I don't know what decks to be playing. Train, I guess. A new Earth Machine combo, just end on this. It's an interesting idea. What the fuck is this thing, though? What is this? Zebroid.
Card games on
While this card is in your
motorcycles!
graveyard, if a Sandman Great Link monster you control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can still summon 2 level 4 summon monsters from your graveyard. You can clean this card but negate their effects. Sounds an Exceeds monster? The fuck? Oh, it has to use the Salamangreat Exceeds monster though? That card's garbage. Never mind. Burning Draw. If your opponent controls more cards than you do, target one link monster your opponent controls. Draw cards equal to its link rating. Okay, sure. Oh yeah, Underworld Goddess outs this thing too. You're right. I really do like this card. I really like the purple on this though. I'm just jealous over the purple name though. Alright, well. Let's God, how is it? Oh, I'm so curious about Performer Power version of these guys though now. Performer Power Exosister sounds crazy, no? I haven't read the Performer Power skill in forever. You have two versions of it now, right? And it just locks you into spellcasters, which is what they are. Performer Power. Wait, not Performer Power. Performer Mage. Mage. For Mage? There we go. Where was it? So it's either Showdown or Showtime. They both do the same thing, right? One just has the Ancient Gear thing attached to it. You can use skill second, third effect, once per duel. You can normal summon, special summon, assuming Perform Mage, and level 4 spellcaster monsters. This can literally be used with the new guys. Summon Perform Mage monster from your hand to the graveyard, and then add one Perform Mage monster from your deck to your hand. Shuffle one monster from your field into the deck, then play one Perform Mage monster from your deck to your field in face down defense position. Chop a Mage monster, this is the attack buff thing, right? Isn't this just so good with the new stuff? It's been a while since the deck's been played, so there's no locks in this stuff. It was just rank 4 spam. How you get more than you chip? I have no idea how you get more than you chip. Literally no clue. So the skill just put stuff in grave, right? Yes, you just put the I forget how this archetype works completely. You put this in grave and you can search with it, right? I don't know. Juggler is a 1-card combo to get... Is it? Just Juggler? How does that work? So the skill, you just put it in graveyard, right? I guess you grab this, normal this, link 1. This guy revives himself. You turn the link 1 into the dude from deck. Makes the Xyz search the dude. Now, how do you revive? No, you can't get one back from graveyard then, because we're not using the other skill. How do you get the second dude out? I'm missing one monster though. So you have to then search for this somehow, right? How does that work? Fuck, that would be crazy. Let's have a look. Back from ads? Oh, we're literally just talking about what you just said, so... Actually, I need that returning oops. So how's this one card work? So Perform Mage, you're gonna need this guy, we need this guy, and we're gonna need this guy, I assume. And we're also gonna need a link 1? I assume it needs a link 1, right, Meko? It's gonna need the Magistus card. So assume you're putting this in graveyard with that, and then you're using the skill to swap it out for another level 4, I assume. You'll make a replay. Let's see if we can just do it here. See if we can figure it out. So bottom of deck. Whatever. So I'm guessing it starts by just sending this to grave with the skill for the other guy. So if we go to grave with this, this grabs this from hand, and then we just normal it. So we normal summon this. So I guess we'll just put this in hand. Let's reset this replay, just in case I want to use it later. Oh god damn it! Everyone reset the whole website, and then you just link it off, revive. Yeah, I think I got it. Let's just restart this. Do you think Dell on arrival? This actually doesn't seem too bad to me. So skill sends to graveyard. Graveyard grabs this guy. No, I want to add to hand. Then we can just normal summon him. We can send him to grave for Magistus. And this guy, when he goes to grave, revives himself, right? Yep, revive himself. Then the skill can send this to grave to grab... oh, I need to have a second... God damn it. My god. Oops. Hold up. I need to put another 4 mage in deck. 4 mage. Just one of you. Okay, now we're ready to go. Alright. I think I've got the combo down packed though. So skill sends this to grave. Grabs this guy. This guy summons himself to grave for link 1. In doing so, you can revive this man. Skill shuffles this into deck, I think. Yep, this goes to deck. To then put this guy in face down. Whatever, it's in face down. You flip it face up. These two can then overlay for other card. For the monster searcher. Attach something. Grab Exosister to hand. She can then summon. We can then banish this guy. Which then grabs you. Summon you. Overlay. Overlay. Attach. Set. And then, of course, just, overlay these two. And make this. There you go. Now that is a consistent combo, because that's using the skill. And the skill is like... yeah, that's a really... I like that shit. That's a pretty consistent combo. I guess you had to open this card, right? Juggler? Actually, did you need to open Juggler then, right? Don't I need to open Juggler? Couldn't I have grabbed Juggler later on anyway? I guess no, you couldn't have grabbed Juggler later on. Maybe you couldn't. You can just not go Magnifica and end on 2 banishes or just 1. Yeah, you can end on those 2 cards, or you can end on just the you can not make this card and grab the other Xyz, put the 2 Xyz the 2 dudes on field. So if your opponent tries to use Graveyard, you can do the Xyz summons. There's definitely field setups for this. Also, keep in mind, this was a 1-card combo, so you still have 3 cards in hand. So you can end on just like 2 monsters on field and then just a billion hand traps or whatever else. You don't necessarily have to play Nasir Boy. We can do the combo with 2 cards if you open Jester. I guess I'll save this. And post this in Discord as well for people that want to do this. This actually seems like a very viable deck, by the way. I think this could be the better way to play it. Because Exosister is... The 4 Mage is already, like, has already got quality cards in the deck. So I'll post this in the DLM too if people that want to see it. 4 Mage. Yeah, that's a really, really good way to play it. If you don't open Juggler, you can't just summon it from deck. Oh, you can just summon it from deck. Oh, I see. And the Juggler's the search then, right? That's really good. That's really good. I think this could be the best way to play it. Because I think the quality of the 4 Mage cards is so high in general. It's just so high in general, right? Might help you go second too. Because it's like, 4 Mage was already really good at going second, right? When they were meta, they were known for going second. Right? That means literally any name can combo. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, because like, the 4 Mage was already a quality deck before... Like, before this, but they were mostly known for going second. The going first is pretty arse. This just gives them a going first, and then you can do all the going second shenanigans they used to do. Right? It's things like the... As you can see, they're already playing Mind Control and stuff. They're already a really good going second deck, so that's kind of crazy. The generic pen skills changed slightly? What did they change it to? Was that the only skill that changed? If you do not control a face-up pendulum monster, and you reveal one pendulum monster in your hand... Oh, so you have to control a face-up, otherwise to shuffle a card back. I see. What is Chronicle Chip? You can make... Oh, you saw it in the stream. Just gamble for some Chronicle Rares. A little disappointed in some of the Chronicle Rare stuff, but yeah. Yeah, this is an option too. You just end on 2 Xyz with the trap. Because the trap lets you Xyz summon, does it not? Yeah, you can literally Xyz summon using the trap card if you want to. That kind of... I mean, it doesn't really play around much though. Because if you're losing your monster, you're losing your monster, right? But I guess it does mean if your opponent negates your dude. But you just... I don't know. So you can't use the trap card, right, until you've already... I don't know. I think we're working on end fields rather than working out the best way to actually set up the Exosister monsters for now. Wait's word is an argument. I think you can still reveal 2 and not get the negative effect. Probably. That's just pendulum stuff, so I don't really care anyway. I don't know. Exodus is pretty good. I might be coping too much on this art type, but it seems pretty good to me. Seems pretty good. Definitely be pulling for these cards. Hopefully. How many ultra rares did it require? Wait, was it even that expensive? Wasn't it quite cheap? Hold up, let me have a look. Was it cheap? Or was it expensive? They have one SR, right? And then this, which you're probably only playing one of anyway. You can play one of this, right? I can see you playing maybe more of this, but this card you're always searching for. The one you always search for, you're probably playing... Actually, it could be the Master Duel ratio. Don't they play 2 of each? Because the one that you open, you search for the other one. Could be a 2 of each sort of ratio. But that's a pretty cheap fucking deck, is it not? I guess you only need one of this too, right? You don't play more than one of this. It's a mini box though, so you have to rotate twice if you want to get multiple copies of these cards, and you probably want 3 of this, I guess. I guess it's probably still expensive. You have to go through 3 times for packs. Now, if you're using it as like an engine in something, then I guess you don't necessarily need this packs, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Dude, I don't know how I'm going to build these decks. It seems like... Exosister seems really good, though. Oh, I'm in pinged. Hold up. Pinged as I opened the chat. Did I mess one up? I try Zora combo. For what? I mean, Zora's good too. We're getting pretty low on card count now. I guess you can play like 30 card if you wanted to. Because like you said, the skill, if any name is 1 card combo, right? So you can just play 30 card then if you wanted to. But you have to play the Magister stuff as extra deck. Space is being taken up. It's a bit rough. Oh, there's gonna be some cool shit you can do with this deck though. Alright, so what are the final consensus thoughts on the box though? What do we think? Ancient Gear looking good. Exosister has some potential. Ancient Gear's turn 1 looks ass, but going second is crazy. Exosister has potential. Pendulum, you guys haven't been showing me any decent combos yet, but that might just be because it takes a while to learn what the combos are for those decks, but I haven't been seeing anything decent yet. You drop it the Ancient Gear boss monsters. No, they are unaffected. If you're talking about the big fusion monster, no. Man says he's unaffected, he's unaffected. You don't do shit to him. He says no. Once he's on the board, you ain't doing shit about it. He's smacking you in the face and you're dying. And you need Link? They have a Link. Look, there he is. There's his man right here. You think it's going to be rogue at best? I don't know. They're going first seems bad, but if you can get around going first somehow, they're going second is fucking absolutely absurd. The best solution? Summon Caligar, pass. Just play Invoked and then just summon Caligar. You're good to go. Is Chaos Giant the best time for Ancient Gear? Nah, best time from Ancient Gear. We've seen some people setting up IP Master Arena with like Abyss Dweller. But like, honestly, they can just get away with just playing things like the trap cards that skip turns and just say, I don't want to take damage this turn, and just hope that with the -2 cards, you still have 3 cards in hand that maybe you can combo off with that. I don't know. To be fair, it's probably a good thing if Ancient Gear ends up being just sort of rogue tier, because that shit is going to be cancer playing against it. If that shit just is as absurd going second as it sounds, playing against that every game would be so fucking lame. Baguska for Ancient Gear? Well, if you Veiler it, the issue with Veiler is they have 2 ways that can deal with Veiler. First of all, they've got the spell card on field that says you can't target my stuff when it's summoned. I think it's from anything. Yeah, during the turn normal summoned or special summoned, your opponent cannot target. Wait, I think it was they can't target, right? Yeah, you can't target cards. And also, once you've used a hand trap, they can use their skill, which then puts the trap face up on the field, which then makes their stuff unaffected. So once you've used your Veiler once, their stuff becomes unaffected for the rest of the turn. Unless you can pop the trap card. But if you can pop the trap card, they do lose a lot of their safety nets. So if you have like... if you have multiple disruptions on your end field, let's say you are playing... There's a few things I can think of to deal with this, right? Like, for example, that shitty Orcust end field that I was setting up earlier. Wherever it was. That absolutely dogshit Orcust end field where I was just messing around. That actually deals with it, unironically, because the field setup was ending on this, right? They do whatever they want. These 3 cards just become Underworld Goddess, and Underworld Goddess just removes it. It's gone. Doesn't matter if it's unaffected or not. IP into Underworld Goddess deletes it. So Underworld Goddess can deal with it. Having something like a pop on the field, like this card, can pop the trap card, which makes their stuff unaffected, and then you can send things like your Dingirsu can then remove their stuff, right? This can remove the unaffected card. This can pop the trap card. Dingirsu can come back, remove them because it's no longer unaffected and doesn't target. That's just like, this is a shitty end field that I just had for Orcust randomly, and this just can already out a lot of what it does. So, if every deck has some sort of solutions like this, where they just have ways to deal with it, they can deal with it quite easily, right? Because I don't think Ancient Gear doesn't have any, outside playing Droplet, they haven't got cards that sort of break fields, right? In Archetype. It's all just try to make their own stuff immune. They can. They do have board breakery stuff. What kind of board breakery stuff have they got? I don't remember anything in Archetype. So again, I'm showing a shitty field that I was just putting together for fun for Orcust, which is never going to be a meta archetype, and this has already got plenty of ways to break the going second Ancient Gear combo. So maybe if we think of Resonator end fields, how does it play into Resonator? Can Resonator stop it? Resonator can't pop the trap card, right? They haven't got any target destroy of like the trap card. So they just, if the trap card gets out and they just do all their combo-y stuff, I guess they kind of just die. I guess they got the Omni Negate, right? So there's Omni Negate, the trap card. No. So they still, because the Omni Negate can negate fusion, right? The fusion spell. But I guess then the trap card can fuse. Abyss the trap. Now, the issue with Resonator is a lot of their stuff's tied to their back row disruption, right? Outside of Abyss. And the big boss monster they summon is immune to the trap cards. Actually, doesn't fucking what's-his-face... How big's the golem? I guess they can make the link to reduce the guy, because otherwise the golem actually doesn't have enough attack to beat over the big Resonator. But I guess they can make the link monster to target and try to reduce. Think the new box is good? I have faith in Exosister to be playable. Ancient Gear is a massive question mark, because I was originally thinking it's insane going second, but the more I think about it, like, the fact that just randomly I was like, if I make that shitty Orcust field, do I deal with it? And the answer is yes. So, if this shitty Orcust field can deal with it, how many other decks can deal with it? You know? This is some shitty off-meta garbage end field, and this is like, yeah, I just make my... These cards can just make your Underworld Goddess remove the big guy that you summon. This card can pop the trap card, and without the trap card, he's no longer immune to card effects, so this card can remove it. So there's multiple ways that already deal with Ancient Gear here. And that's just with a shitty end field. I don't know. So maybe there's other meta decks that just have stuff that I can't think of already that just deals with it. Like, what about Subterror? How good's Subterror against it? Subterror have an Omni Negate, right? So they can Omni Negate the fusion spell, but then the trap can fuse, so you have to somehow deal with the trap as well. Wait, they're releasing restrictions on new cards? Wait, are there restrictions that weren't already shown? Are there restrictions? I don't see any restrictions. Restrictions? Where are the restrictions? Oh, here. Oh. This card's getting a 1? Okay, so you can't play limit 1s in Ancient Gear anymore, if that matters. That's a bit random. Anyone gonna play Legacy Duels? I mean, I like the idea of the rare icon, so I might do a stream of it tomorrow or something, or later. I actually really need to edit the I've recorded my story video, but I haven't edited it yet. And that editing process takes forever, and I kind of need that out already. I've been delaying it for a while. This card is being limited to whatever, and this card is just so you can't play limit 1s in Odd Eyes, I guess. This is such a random limit 1. You have to slide for an obvious icon so you feel obliged? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh yeah, can't play Super Poly, I guess. Sure. That does kind of make sense. I think it's already really good going second. Oh yeah, so you're locked into this with it. Alright, well, not really, I don't know. The more I think about this box, the more I'm like, I don't know. It's getting a bit suspicious. I'm kind of on the Ancient Gear, maybe not insane train now. Maybe Ancient Gear isn't that good. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's getting very suspicious. I just want to play these dudes. Let me summon my ladies with former mages. Yeah, Henge get draw to 1 seems super fucking random. I guess they don't want it so that if it gets removed once, that your opponent can then get another one face up. Like, just say your skill puts this face up and your opponent removes it, they somehow commander and get another one face up. Maybe they want it so that once it's gone, it's sort of gone. Sort of thing, maybe. Best deck for you to start with? In what context? Start the whole game with? Or start this box with? What are you asking for? In context of the whole game, the cheapest deck and easiest to obtain is Hero, so probably Hero. But in context of this box, I don't know, whatever you want here, really. I'm playing Exosister for sure. Yeah, if it's this box, it's whatever you want. I honestly, whatever you feel like playing. If it's in general context of the whole game, you just play Hero because it's easiest to obtain. It's just a structure deck. Just buy a couple of times and fill in the gaps with whatever you want. It's good enough. Bring an Exosister. Next selection box, you think? You reckon? Martha next selection box? That would certainly sell packs. How many of the Ultra we need? Probably only 1? I would be surprised if you're summoning this multiple times a game. I'd be surprised. Does this thing shuffle itself back even? Oh no, Mace's material. You probably only need 1 of this. But to be fair, this is a mini box, so technically the SRs are basically ultra rares as well, because there's only 1 ofs in the box. So you're probably going to need 3 of this card, though. I guess you're playing... Depends on how you're playing it, too. Like, if you're playing a variation, where you're just using it as, like, a package in something, you probably don't need as many copies of this. But I think this card is pretty crazy for Exosister. You probably want many copies of it. It's just that it helps you play through shit, too. Yeah, this card's so good. It's even good going second, too. So you just... Or going, yeah, going first, you can just set it face down and use it as just summoning an Exosister to the field to stop your opponent using Graveyard. Is already crazy. The worst part, the best part about Infinity Launcher being semi-limited is that they won't Bish Balkan anymore. They'll Bish Balkaning. I thought all they were doing was just setting up 6 different forms of disruption. Which is kind of crazy. Yuri and Dennis, the Ancient Gear skill. When was the last time you saw Crowler on ladder, alright? Let Crowler have his W, okay? It's about time somebody played Crowler. Okay, he deserves his time in the sun as well, you know? It's about time Crowler gets to exist again. It's been ages, okay? Alright, well, I don't think we have much else for the stream today, though. I think that's kind of all our, I think we've done our stuff, right? Can the new lollies lollies? They're just fucking waifus. There's no lollies in the fucking... How dare you refer to these guys as lollies? They are not lollies. How dare you? But can they use Nibiru? Yeah, because there's no... Actually, it depends on what deck you're playing. So if you're playing this version of the deck, I think this skill locks you out of using them. Yeah, it does. But they can be played generically in any rank 4 deck. So you can play them in, like, Subterra... Not Subterra, in, Suship or something, and they can use Nibiru, so... Yeah, they can. If you want to search Nibiru with the rank 4, you can do that too if you wanted to. But I think I'm going to try Perform Mage first and see where we go from there. That 1-card combo from Perform Mage is just so good looking. Especially if it turns out you can just do this combo without opening this card because the skill can flip for it. Which I'm not sure how should we confirm that yet. Oh yeah, just literally right there we do it. Because I just attached a random card, right? Literally right there could have just attached a juggler. So literally any Perform Mage name does this. Right? Actually, no, because you can't get the Trick Clown. I guess you open Trick Clown, it still works. Maybe. You just need to open Trick Clown then, right? Because then you just set for this one. Yeah, and that's just a 1-card combo for this, which is a 4-card banish. With 3 other cards in hand, 4-card banish. Plus, you can also end on different end fields here. You can end on the other trap card. You can end on 2 Xyz monsters to Xyz summon during your opponent's turn. It's plenty of things you can do against different matchups too. But yeah, I think that's going to end it for today's stream. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're looking forward to the new box. Lots of cool stuff in here. Thanks to everyone that stuck around for the stream, anyone that followed, subbed, all that kind of stuff. I'll probably be back at some point in the next couple of days for a post-ban list tournament for guys that want to try out the post-ban list versions of their decks. I want to do one of those. Might even play in it myself so I can try out the Orcus stuff, which could be fun. And yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. Also, new story video will be out some point over the next few-ish days. Once I've bothered to edit it, because it takes fucking forever to edit those videos. But it is a banger story. It is a banger story. I made sure to find a really fucking good one. So you guys got to enjoy it. It's a banger of a story, dude. Anyway,